Happy 2025 NBA playoffs, Boston Celtics fans. It feels like we were just here literally 10 months ago because we were. But today we have a new opponent in the first round. Last year we took the Miami Heat in 5 games. Now I'm looking to sweep the Orlando Magic in 4. This is the best time of the year as Boston is trying to do something they have not done in 56 years, and that is bring back-to-back championships to the city of Boston. So this is where history does start. Gonna be a tough game, though. You got Franz Wagner, you have Paolo Banchero, a very good three-point defense. So Boston is going to be tested on how they typically score, which, of course, is from downtown. They lead the NBA in three-point field goal percentage. They lead the NBA in three-point field goal made and attempted throughout the regular season. So they may have to change up how they decide to score against Banchero, Carter, and Wagner. But you have to keep in mind the Boston Celtics have a completely free, clean, nada injury report here today heading into game 1. While the Orlando Magic have a very unfortunate injury report, and that is Jalen Suggs and Moritz Wagner are out for the season. So that is their number 3 and number 4 highest scorers on the team. So it goes 24 points per game from Paolo Banchero, 23 points a game for Franz Wagner, then drops all the way down to Anthony Black, who averages 9.2 points a game. That is why Boston needs to score fast, score early, and find out how to score from all 3 levels. Go on ahead and shout out your city in the comment section down below if you guys haven't already, as we have 100 people already in the chat here with us, I assume watching the blowout that we are also watching of the Memphis Grizzlies and the OKC Thunder, which Ja Morant is on the bench, thankfully. And our buddy Lamar Stevens is getting some playoff time here. Former Boston Celtic, now with the Grizzlies, who are getting completely whooped by the Thunder. Christopher Domingo, Derek Bentley, Boston Bob, Alicia Wade, Tia, Tim S, Mike Medrano is watching from Victoria, Texas. Dark is in here as well. Cynthia Murphy saying hi from Dixie Field, Maine. Catherine watching from Ontario, Canada, representing Celtics love. Joshua just saying chug a beer. Do a flip, Joshua. Pierre watching from Boston. Austin watching from Boston. Charles Miller watching from Hutchinson, Kansas. Dimitri Timothy saying Grizzlies going to get swept. Probably, unless Ja Morant goes nutty palooza and drops like 38 in a game, and somehow SGA doesn't score 38 in a game. I mean, this is pitiful. 115 to 67. I mean, it's been a 50-point ball game the entire time. Let's hope that's what this game looks like, except the Celtics are the OKC Thunder and the Magic are the Grizzlies. Joshua's watching from Dayton, Ohio. Mike Medrano. Vazzy is in here from Fort Myers. Boston Bob coming in with a $20 super chat. Let's go C's 19, baby. I appreciate that, Bob. Always has been. Always will be my day one. Bob coming in with a nice $20 super chat. We do actually have a giveaway that we are doing for the round 1 series. We're giving away a Jayson Tatum jersey for a $10 raffle ticket entry. And whoever is the MVP super chatter for this first round, we are going to give them away a laser autograph signed picture of Jayson Tatum dunking. This will be our MVP item. So right now, Boston Bob is in the lead for the MVP because he has sent in $20 super chat. Do we see how that goes? But since Bob sent in a 20, we're going to go ahead and give him a raffle ticket, which we will draw the winner of the raffle at the end of round 1. And that winner is going to receive a Boston Celtics Jayson Tatum jersey from us here at Chat Sports. $10 is all you need to do to get in, and you can win a Jayson Tatum jersey. I mean, these are running on Fanatics for like, what, $120? That is why you send in $10 here to this raffle. Bob setting us off here. Let's go C's 19, baby. As we are getting more and more Boston Celtics fans into this stream. All right, if you guys haven't already, go on ahead, hit that like button for me as we do tip off here in about 30 minutes on ABC. But while you guys are hitting that like button for me and getting more and more comments down below, let me go ahead and tell you guys real quick about our sponsor on today's show, which is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I play Prize Picks every game day, and I want you guys to join me and over 10 million active users who play Prize Picks. All you guys have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. That's right, up to 1,000 times your cash. Prize Picks can be played in over 30 different states, including Cali, Georgia, Florida, and Texas. Prize Picks is super easy. You can actually mix and match your projections for your favorite baseball player, hockey player, basketball. Doesn't matter. Prize Picks has something for everybody. So if you guys want to go on ahead and test out your skills, just download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Here are my Prize Picks for today's game. It's going to be Derrick White with more than 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And it's also going to be Wendell Carter Jr. to have less than 8 rebounds. So these are my Prize Picks. If you guys want to go on ahead and make your own, just download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right, here is our Super Chat menu for tonight's game. If you guys want to go on ahead and get your raffle entries in, you are more than welcome to do so. That is for a Jayson Tatum jersey. All right, and then $5, we will do a Celtics beer cheers. I got my Happy Dad here. This one is watermelon flavored. $20, I will do beer dye. $50, I will do a beer bong. And $100, I will do a beer boot. I have my beer dye outside, so I will do the beer dye before that game does kick off. Don't worry. But we are doing that raffle for the entire series. So there's plenty of time to get your Super Chats in. So go on ahead and predict your score for the Magic versus the Celtics in Game 1. I'm hoping for a blowout, but we're going to have to wait and see how Boston does adjust. Jaylen Brown is playing here tonight again. I just sent you a Slack, by the way. So go on ahead and predict your score in the comment section down below. Kelvin Mack is in here saying, let's get a sweep and get some rest. That's what Lopez and I were saying a little bit earlier. I think that's the best case scenario for the Boston Celtics here, especially with how the Knicks and the Pistons looked last night. I could really see that game moving to a 6-7 game round series. So I think that the #1 thing here for Boston is to win fast, and get some rest and really make sure we are taking time to recover those injuries. Dimitri's in here. Nicholas Maharaj saying, looking at Jrue Holiday to have a big game, he has a point to prove. I completely agree with you. Ghost Dog is in here saying 107-94. Vazi is going to say 121-101 as well. Who else has a prediction? Lunch Meat. Everyone had the Lakers winning the West, and the Thunder heard them. Oh, you hear that, Lopez? He's crapping on your Lakers over there. Calvin Mack, 105-89. Hoop Energy, 110-95. Duncan, what's up, Allie from Celtics Nation? What's going on, Duncan? Long time no see. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Calvin Mack is in here. Ron is saying 3 a.m. in Manila, but I am not missing Game 1 of this series. I don't blame you, dude. It's gonna be a good one. I'm predicting a sweep. I'm fully predicting a sweep. I think if Jalen Suggs and Moritz Wagner were playing, that would be a different scenario. But because they are out with season-ending injuries, I think you really only have to watch Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. And you have to make sure that Cole Anthony doesn't get too hot. those are really it. For the Boston Celtics, you have to watch Tatum, Brown, Holiday, White, Horford, Porzingis, Pritchard, Shireman, Hauser, Neemias Queta, Luke Cornett. You get the gist here. I just don't think the Orlando Magic have the numbers to compete with the Boston Celtics game in and game out. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that Boston definitely tends to have a few hiccups when they play these type of series, aka lose by 30 for no good reason to a team like the Heat, the Magic, the Hawks, just to really piss us off as Celtics fans. So I'm not saying that Boston can't lose a game in the series, but if they do, it's only going to be one. They're only dropping one game in the series, if that. I am predicting a sweep, and I'm going to stamp that, and I'm going to ride it through and through, but I would definitely have a better perspective of this round once I see Boston play today against Orlando. Jaylen Brown is coming back from an injury. I want to see how well he looks moving forward. And Brown is going to be tasked with guarding Franz Wagner, which hasn't always gone great in the past. When I look at the last couple of years where Brown has guarded Wagner in the regular season, he's very likely to still put up about 6 for 16 shots and score 16 points or 18 points. He can still score on a guy like Jaylen Brown. The better matchup that I think can really progress this series in the favor of the Celtics is Jayson Tatum clamping up Paolo Banchero, former Duke Blue Devil versus former Duke Blue Devil. So that is going to be what I'm going to be watching, how well Tatum can shut down Paolo. It may not be game one. It may take a game for him to realize what he has to do against a guy like Paolo because he hasn't played him yet this season. We've played him once this season. So as you guys can see here, Magic's top scorers, this is your number one guy, which Tatum will be guarding. Obviously, Tatum's our number one guy. But I also said in my keys to victory here that you have to have help from Al Horford to be able to lock down Paolo. You're going to need Horford to have that angle cut. So if he's going to be playing down low around that post and you're going to have Tatum guarding Paolo around the three-point line, Banchero has the weight and the height on Jayson Tatum to take him to the rim. That is where a guy like Horford is going to have to bring more meat down low. That's what she said. And you're going to have to try and cut him off and then make this double team of Horford and Tatum around the post. That is going to stop Banchero in his tracks, force it back out, which he's also very good at assisting for the Magic too. But just make sure it's not to Cole Anthony, because that's really the only sharpshooter that I'm going to be watching here tonight that could possibly have an effect on Boston in a big way. Yes, they have KCP. Yes, they have Wendell Carter Jr. Yes, they have Anthony Black. But Cole Anthony is the only one that looks at the bright lights and says, I'm brighter. Everybody else, they're all young. They have one of the youngest teams in the NBA. They haven't been to the playoffs against the Boston Celtics in a couple of years. So I do think that Cole Anthony is going to be the only one off the bench that's going to rise to the occasion. And I could be horribly proven wrong today. That's what I'm excited to see in game one. So my keys to victory here is number one, control the pace. The Boston Celtics have the 29th slowest offense in the NBA. You know who has the 30th? The Orlando Magic. You have to play faster than the Orlando Magic. This is not going to be street ball. This is going to be very meticulated offensive structures that are going to try and use all 24 seconds of the shot clock. They have two very methodical coaches here. And with the Boston Celtics, who take 12 seconds after a defensive rebound to even put another shot up, something's telling me that if Boston ever stoops down to the pace that the Magic play, we are going to find ourselves in a hole, which can easily happen, especially since the Magic have a very good three-point defense. But, like I said, the Magic are very young. And the Celtics are young too, but we also have 38-year-old Al Horford and 34-year-old Jrue Holiday, so I feel like it balances out just a little bit. And 30-year-old Derrick White. Act like you've been there before. We were in the playoffs 10 months ago. 10. And remember what happened at the end of that playoff series? Exactly. Act like you've been there before. No stage is too bright. You need to come out here and show Orlando this is not the team you want to face in the first round. Congratulations, you made it to the playoffs, but respectfully, F you have to play the toughest team in the Eastern Conference, even though we're not the first seed. Shoot above 36 3-point percentage. It sounds very specific, but Boston has won 37 out of 43 games shooting 36% or higher. It's going to be very difficult, though, because the Orlando Magic do allow the fewest 3-point attempts in the NBA at about 11. I forgot the exact number that they do allow in a game. But, it's 11.5 below the NBA average. So that is going to be very tricky for Boston if they can't get those 11 extra shots up. We take about 53s a game. So if you are precise with your 3-point shot selection, and if you have that extra burst off the bench of the Pritchards and the Hausers and the Shiremen, the Horfords, then I do think collectively you can play at 36% or higher. They have won one game this year against the Magic. They've lost 2. We're not going to talk about the second one. All 6 starters were benched. But the one game they won, they shot over 40% from downtown. I actually think I have a List 3 logo with the 3-point percentages in the Boston versus Orlando this year. If you can find it, great. If not, don't worry about it. But we lost in the first, here we go. So we lost in the first game that we played them in a bizarre game, by the way. That was a weird December for Boston, and that was just a very peculiar game. And Jayson Tatum was not playing in this game either. We lost 108 to 104. We shot 24% against the Magic. Then the starters were all benched, all 6 of them, including Horford. So obviously the bench only shot 17% from downtown. The win, though, which is when Jayson Tatum did play, the team shot 46%. Look at that score, 121 to 94. That is what needs to happen today and for the next 4 games. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you cannot score more than 36% from downtown, then you need to neglect the 3 and start bully balling down low with Tatum's weight, with Brown's weight, with Horford's weight. Because if you do not shoot 36%, it's going to be very tough to try and knock down a really good 3-point defensive team. But my keys to victory do continue on, and I do see that with a guy like Cole Anthony, it's going to be very tough to not let him get hot. I mean, when he makes his first 3, they all kind of just domino effect. He's like the Sam Hauser and the Peyton Pritchard of the Boston Celtics. Honestly, I would low-key kind of love Cole Anthony to play for Boston, but that's down the line. But who should shoot 3s is Banchero and Wagner. They're not the greatest 3-point shooters in the NBA. In fact, most of their scoring comes from the fadeaways, the mid-range jumpers, around the rim. Banchero's 6'10", 250 pounds. He knows how to maneuver down low in the paint. When Banchero and Wagner are in control of the 3-ball, 9 times out of 10, it does not fall. So I think what the strategy needs to be here is force them to chuck up shots. Take away their shot selection down low. Play man-to-man defense if it does happen to be a mid-range jumper, but more importantly, force them out around the 3-point line. That is where I think they are going to struggle the most. And then I'll take what? I'm pretty sure everybody on the Boston Celtics roster can make a 3. I would take all the Boston Celtics roster against Cole Anthony. Anthony's really your only hot 3-point shooter for the Orlando Magic. Yes, you can have players like Wagner and Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr. They can make 3s. It's just not their specialty. Anthony, that's kind of all it really is for him. So those are my keys to victory for Boston to take down the Orlando Magic, and not just one game, but 4 games in round 1 of the playoff series. I am expecting a sweep. And honestly, I think that's I think that is the bare minimum for Boston right now. They should not walk into this series thinking we can give a game. We can give a game. We can take it to 4. I mean, the Knicks and Pistons are probably going to go to 6, so we'll probably be done before them anyways. You cannot give them an inch. That's it. It is going to be a very, very articulate 3-point defense against a very ferocious 3-point offense. And I'm really going to need the basketball IQ and the court vision to be stellar in this series. But I do think that regardless, they do end up losing one game. The Magic are such a great opponent for them in the first round, because it's going to try and push the playbook a little bit for round 2, round 3, and possibly the Oklahoma City Thunder, which by the looks of this Memphis Grizzlies game, who the hell is stopping the Thunder. Because they're so dominant from the three-point line on defense, the Orlando Magic are, I think this is really going to push Boston Celtics' limits to make sure that they're the most well-rounded offensive team they can be heading in to each round of the playoffs. So I think this is a really good test for Boston, and I'm hoping they can just come in and 129-80 is the OKC Grizzlies game right now. I'm expecting something like this for the Boston Celtics and Orlando Magic. All right. Who is the X Factor tonight for the Boston Celtics? By the way, we're at 70 likes. I'm going to need 100 like ASAP. So be sure to hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. And I've got Tia in here with a very spicy X Factor for Boston. She's going to say Baylor Shireman and Jaylen Brown. Shireman could definitely be a very chippy X Factor, not just for tonight, but for the playoffs. I said this in my video that I love Sam Hauser, and I do think that I would take Sam Hauser's defense over Baylor Shireman's defense, but right now I'm choosing Shireman's offense over Sam Hauser's offense. I genuinely would give Sam Hauser round one to prove to me that he can still shoot around 40%, which is asking a lot, but that is what he needs to be shooting consistently for a primary catch-and-shoot three-point guy off the bench for Boston. That's what he was last year. That's his role this year, and he does play very good defense, especially against good stars. So I see why they play Hauser over Shireman, but the scrappiness that Shireman does deliver off the bench, I mean, he is flailing, diving, dodging, pick and rolling. I mean, the dude is locked in from the minute he checks in. I mean, he's like that kid in gym class that tries too hard and he like sucks up all the water at the water fountain afterwards because he's just like running a 4 flat for no reason. I feel like that's what Lopez did when he was in middle school. So he's like, what? He's like, I take some headset. He's like, I quit. I'm just walking out of here. I'm done. First the Lakers, now this shit. Please. Memphis just got wrecked. Oh my God. They just got wrecked. That was a no mercy. You should have wished you lost the play-in type of wreck. And it makes your Lakers look better, Lopez. Yes, does it?
At least the Lakers can bounce back.
Lakers can bounce back. That's it. That's it.
Wrap it up.
If I'm Ja, my ankle's flaring up, dude. I don't think I can play in game 2. That was disgusting. That was a murder. The Thunder just murdered the Grizzlies.
Adam Silver needs to step in and say, okay, this series over. Oklahoma, you're moving on.
There needs to be like a slaughter rule that if you beat a team by like 60 in the first game, you just automatically win.
I feel like any playoff game, you win by 60. You could be down 3-1, you win by 60.
And that's the end of the series. Yep. It's like when arenas give away like, oh, if we hold the opponent to 6 free throws made, everybody gets free chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A. It's like if your team scores 60 points over their opponent in the playoffs, guess what? You advance to the next round. It's just you're in. You're in. Sorry, end of the season, pack it up, go home, and maybe make some trades in the offseason because this is disgusting. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the 6th team to win a playoff game by 50-plus points. I am petrified of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They feel like the Dodgers to me. And you just can't beat the Dodgers. You just can't. They're too good.
No. I see what you're saying.
You can't. I mean, it's just you've got the MVP, you've got Shea, you got Chet, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hartenstein, who's typically been a Celtics killer during his time with the Knicks. I mean, this is a stacked team. The only one that compares is Boston. That's it. From starter to bench, the only one that compares is Boston. But that's going to be a very tough series.
It's even more impressive. Their payroll is not through the roof yet.
Their payroll is not through the roof yet. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. Who dat? Chris coming in. I need Golden State to win the West. I want my revenge. Lopez, You have to put that on screen.
I will. I need it to load in.
You have to show the people what they want.
You know, sometimes the people don't always get what they want, though. I wanted to win last night. I didn't get that. You want Golden State to win? I hope you don't get that.
I mean, that's fair. I told Lopez to stop being a selfish Lakers fan because he doesn't want to play Golden State in the second round. But as a basketball fan, this is probably the last time we will ever get a Steph versus LeBron series, and that just needs to fill my. I need to get my
Your fix.
my fix in before they retire. I needed to see it happen.
Hear me out, though. Houston beats Golden State. Celtics move on to the second round. You know whose schedule just opened up? Smitty. Just saying.
So Lopez can just watch the Lakers and just like not do Celtics anymore.
We bring him in for the fans because they've all been asking
Bring him into the
Smitty.
fans,
We
yeah.
proved to him that he's not dead yet.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
He has risen.
I do think the Rockets are going to win, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I think what's so cool about that series is it is opposite ends of the spectrum. It is hard defense versus fluid offense. It is veterans versus extremely young guys. Experience versus inexperienced. It's going to be such a cool matchup to see literal generations in the NBA. Jalen Green, second pick in the NBA draft a couple years ago. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, obviously known for their historic playoff runs. Jalen Green not really having any playoff runs yet. It's going to be very interesting. And Dylan Brooks versus Draymond Green. Who doesn't love that? Over, under, how many ejections for Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green in this series? I'm going to set the line at 2.
I think one of them needs to come out, prove
Yes.
something, put the other one in a headlock within the first 2 minutes.
Yes, I like it. It's like that United Nations game.
When they just drop the gloves.
Yeah, they just the puck drop and the gloves came off and they're like, all right, let's go. I just think, yeah, that would be good. I like that. And that'd be so scrappy too. $5 super chat for a Celtics beer cheers to Chris saying, "Ow, Lopez, if it wasn't for the Mavs, you wouldn't be here in the first place."
That's wrong.
That's so wrong.
We were in the playoffs before.
That's so wrong.
Say what you want. We were already.
That's so wrong. Don't be mad. The Lakers are a better seed than the Warriors. Cheers to Chris, though. Celtics beers, cheers. And go. Jalen Williams at 20. It was the lowest scoring output by SGA of the season. I know people that took SGA's over on his points are pissed right now because of this score, and SGA at his lowest scoring of the season. That's funny. All right, we are at 106 likes, 365 people are watching. We should be tipping off here very, very soon. So go on ahead and hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. Be sure to keep in mind that we are having a raffle for the entire series to win a Jayson Tatum jersey. $10 sent to the raffle. And Super Chat MVP, which as of right now is Boston Bob with a $20 Super Chat, gets a Jayson Tatum signed picture. Rambo's in the house. Kristen is in here. Cynthia Murphy is in here. Jive. It's been a while, Jive. Like last playoffs, I think. Or maybe I'm just making that up. I feel like I haven't seen the name Jive in forever. Eden's in here. Dante's in here. Lupe, Joshua, Ilias, Leonardo's in here. Scottish Cabbage. Appreciate you guys for tuning in here. It's fine. We'll just move forward. That was my fault. I forgot we're not doing prize picks this week. Joshua Hayward is in here. Alicia Wade, Boston Bob, Mike is in here as well. Fortune 5. He said, I've been around. It's not in the chat as much. Oh, okay. That's fair. Catherine in here as well. Ja with only 14 points today. I know ball, everybody. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Joshua, do you think Timberwolves will win the series against the Lakers? I do not. I do think it can go to like 6 or 7, though, which is pretty scary for the West. But I do not think the Timberwolves will beat the Lakers. That is just my opinion. It's freaking LeBron and Luka, dude. Give it time. What did they lose by last night? Like 20?
Yeah, but towards the end,
put the bench players in.
12.
Yeah.
10 minutes left, and then.
Yeah, it's one of those hard ones to see.
Can't be Lakers in 5 without the Lakers losing the first one.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, George's in here. Wisconsin, Hunter Whitetail, Christopher Domingo, Tia, Joshua. Lakers better win the series because it's Luka and LeBron. Well, they've only played 20-something games together. Yeah, I mean, that's, let it simmer. It's LeBron James. Do not rule him out. All right, name a Boston Celtics player to watch tonight. I will be watching Derrick White. I do think Derrick White can have a pretty influential game spread out across the box score. I'm talking rebounds, assists, points, steals, turnovers, blocks. I think Derrick White can have an all-around game here tonight, and I'm very intrigued because, Tatum's going to be guarding Banchero. Brown is going to be trying to guard Wagner. I don't know how with his knee, how long that will happen and stuff. So I'm going to be intrigued by Derrick White's role and who he primarily tries to guard, what he tries to do on offense, more facilitating, more scoring, because, clearly he tends to be a second half scorer from downtown, but I don't know if the Orlando Magic are going to allow him to do that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Derrick White does. Do you mind hopping on real quick while I go to the bathroom right before we start? We have 7 minutes and 35 seconds left before we do tip off here. So I'm going to run to the restroom real quick before I've got 3 drinks here. So I'm going to go real quick. All right.
Y'all can see me pregame. Usually it's like halftime, maybe a little in the second quarter, but I'm here. While Allie is gone, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the Super Chat menu one more time. And this wasn't approved by her, but you know what? I'm in charge right now, so we're going to run it a little early. Give me 1 second. I got to find it. What we're going to do, this is supposed to be for halftime. We were saving this, but during Allie's quick bathroom break, we're going to do a little half-off halftime. So we're going to run a normal Super Chat menu that we talked about earlier. $2 Celtics beer cheer. Cut everything in half. I don't know what happened to the graphic, but nice to meet you, Lopez. How are you? I'm doing great, Scottish Cabbage. Thank you for asking. Actually, I can't say great. Still kind of hurting after last night, but you know what? We're powering through. Already counting down the days till Tuesday. But like I said, all of these deals, we're gonna cut them in half real quick. I'm updating the graphic real quick. I'm sorry if I'm a little focused in. I gotta lock in. I'm a typo machine if you give me a second. There we go. Okay, now everything is half off. So $2 beer cheers, $5 entry on the raffle, $5 beer dice, $25 beer bong, $50 beer boot. Y'all send it in. We have to do it. Just saying. I'm broke. Sorry. It's all right. Elias, all we ask is a like and a sub then. That's free. Mike, pizza or salad? I feel like you're watching the basketball game. I imagine you have to go pizza. I feel like it's a pretty easy question. What else? What's up? How do you pronounce that? Marygin? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I hope I got that right. I'd like to see Orlando win the championships this year since Shaq and Penny and Howard couldn't do it, but Orlando now has energetic young guns, I'm guessing you're trying to say? I just don't see a world where Orlando gets one this year. I think they do have a nice potential in the future. I just don't think this is their year. I think in the East, it's really between the Celtics and the Cavs. Sad Guru Yoga, $100 if you drink a bottle of Henny. I don't know if we have Henny in the office, but if we did, I would be so down. And then also it's Sunday, so in Texas, didn't know if you know this, because I recently learned this, we cannot buy liquor on Sundays. That one has gotten me a couple times. If the Warriors go up 1 on the Rockets, will you admit they deserve the Lakers seed? No. Literally, how would that even work? Our record was better in the regular season. We were in the same division. We had a better record in the division. We won our division. And we also beat the Warriors in the season series. It was like 3-1, I believe. Like, I won't admit anything. I'll just be like, the Warriors got a game. Lupe, smoke him if you got him. You're a fun time, Lupe. You sound like a fun time. Ran a little half off halftime while you were gone. Didn't get anything, but I tried.
That's fair.
I tried.
All right, we have 530 people watching as we are under 5 minutes left to go until we tip off the first game of the NBA playoffs. Nonetheless, I think this regular season was genuinely the fastest regular season I have ever seen in the NBA. But let's play a little prize picks here. Tatum, more or less than 27.5 points here tonight. Type M for more, type L for less. What do we think he's going to do? I'm assuming that Tatum comes out and just takes over. I think that Tatum has a lot to prove. He's got a big chip on his shoulder this season, and I think it's going to look something like just complete dominance from the offensive standpoint. And I hope so. So let me know what you guys think. Type M for more, type L for less. Matt Rivera is going to say L. Ghost of Search saying L. Chris saying L. Joshua, Tia, Eden, Catherine, Fortune 5, Evan, Char, Alicia, all saying more. So is Lopez. Christopher Domingo, Whitetail, Joshua, Ryan is going to say less. Dimitri saying Tatum better score 30 today. Tatum scored 30 in the one game he played the Orlando Magic in this year. So he went 4 for 9 from downtown. Not sure exactly what his three-pointers will look like tonight just because of the defense being so hot from Orlando. But I think Tatum should have more than 27.5 points. So, all right, we are getting ready to go in TD Garden. The Boston Red Sox are also playing here today. It is a full event in Boston with the playoffs. Red Sox playing as well. So if you guys are ready for a Boston Celtics win, go on ahead and spam me in the comment section down below. Is the Boston Marathon also gearing up? Oh, it's this weekend. The Boston Marathon is this weekend. Oh my God, the playoffs, the marathon, the Red Sox, they're all here. What a time to be in Massachusetts, dude.
It's a busy weekend in Boston.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that traffic doesn't suck. Marathon's tomorrow. On a Monday?
How you do that? Do people not have jobs?
The only thing I would think of that'd be worse than running is running on a Monday. Yucky. Indiana has a 1-win lead over Milwaukee. New York has a 1-win lead over Detroit. Cleveland, Miami tips off right after this game. But first, we have got to see the Boston Celtics hopefully demolish the Orlando Magic. Jaylen Brown is mic'd up here tonight. Jaren Jackson, poor Jaren Jackson, he was mic'd up for the Memphis Grizzlies, and not too much you can say from Jaren Jackson. All right, ESPN has the call, but they don't do beer bongs, so that's why we're live today. 640 people watching, but only 154 people have liked the video. If you guys haven't hit that like button, go on ahead, smash it right now for me. Let's see if we can get 200 likes before we do tip off. 660 people watching here as well. All right, if you guys are ready for tip-off, go on ahead and spam me in the comment section down below. The starting lineups have been announced, and they're giving their last handshakes to their respective teammates. Wick Gruspek on the sideline behind the Boston Celtics bench as well. I'm ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, go on ahead and spam me in the comment section down below as many times you possibly can. Right now, we're really only looking at a Banchero and Wagner duo for the Orlando Magic. I think that doesn't have enough to take down the Boston Celtics loaded starting five, loaded bench as well. So if you can knock down Banchero and Wagner, it could be a very, very large lead for the Celtics. Derrick White, Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, KP in the lineup for Boston. Corey Joseph, KCP, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. in the starting five for the Orlando Magic in TD Garden. It'll be Wendell Carter Jr. versus Kristaps Porzingis for the jump ball. And Kristaps Porzingis is going to win. Derrick White starts off with the offensive possession for Boston. The Magic will have it to start the second half. Derrick White is going to maneuver around the three-point line, kicks it out to Jaylen Brown for three, no good. Rebound for Wendell Carter Jr. Paolo Banchero going to find Wendell. Now to Franz. Brown is guarding Franz. They're running about looks like a 2-3 defense here. Jrue Holiday has Banchero around the post. Good defense by Holiday. Banchero with an off-balance fadeaway. No good, but Wendell picks up the rebound, puts it back in. No good as well. A tag team defense effort from Kristaps Porzingis and Derrick White. Tatum crossing over Banchero, slides inside. Tatum off the glass. Doesn't get the good roll as Wendell picks up his third board of the ball game. Triple handoff. Going to find Corey Joseph, former Golden State Warrior. Back to Carter Jr. Gives it to Franz Wagner. It's a pick and roll against Derrick White. Wagner for three. No good. Brown with his first board. Scoreless in the first minute and a half. Jrue Holiday, pull up, three. In and out it goes. Off the Magic. Come on. He was out of bounds. Magic keep it in play. Wagner slips past Jaylen Brown, and he will score the first 2 points of this playoff series. That was out of bounds if I've ever seen it. My God. I can so tell. I'm in Texas watching from my TV. Jaylen Brown with a turnover. There it goes. All right. You'll have that. JB with his first turnover of the game. And Derrick White with his first steal. White crossing over Wagner. Pull up. Hook shot. It's good. White has scored the first 2 points for the Boston Celtics. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Corey Joseph around the three-point line being guarded by Jaylen Brown. Derrick White will be on Banchero. Banchero drives inside off the glass. 2 more points. I don't know how much I love that D. White matchup there. I'm not exactly sure why Tatum hasn't been on the right side with Paolo to start this game. KP dribble handoff to Jayson Tatum. Tatum around the three-point line. One-on-one with Wendell Carter. Bounce pass to KP. He pump fakes it. Paolo tight defense. And the fadeaway is good. Shot for shot. White's got 2. Porzingis has 2. Oh, God. And I have acid reflux. Moving around three-point line, Wendell Carter Jr. pulls up for 3. Hard off the back iron, no good. Tatum picks up his first board. He gives it to Derrick White to lead the offense, and he'll slow down here just a little bit. KP to JT. Oh, one-on-one with KCP. Cook 'em! Cook 'em! And a foul! That was a hard foul, by the way. Tatum gets up very quickly. He goes to the free throw line to take his first 2 shots of the series. So far, Banchero has 2 and Wagner has 2. Shocker. The only 2 players that are probably going to give Boston the toughest time when it comes to scoring. So Tatum missed his first free throw. Not sure what that's about, but that's a little annoying, I'll be honest. Tatum from the free throw line. Oh, he missed both. Okay. Let's revisit that. That was ugly. Okay, Magic ball. Wendell Carter Jr. lobs up to Paolo Banchero. They triple team him. Jrue Holiday, Derrick White. Holiday tips it out of bounds. It will be Magic basketball. Corey Joseph lobs it in to find Wendell Carter Jr. Now to Franz Wagner. A hard pick and roll for Wendell Carter Jr. against Jrue Holiday. Leads it all the way out to a KCP 3. No good. Defense was very aggressive there from the Orlando Magic. They tip it back out. They allow Franz Wagner to shoot another 3. No good. Celtics now take it the other way. Jayson Tatum crossing over. He'll start to slow down. No look pass. Jaylen Brown, pump back, drive inside, kick out. Derrick White for 3. Bang! White scores the first 3 of the series. Corey Joseph being guarded by Jayson Tatum lobs it up to Paolo. Spin move off of Holiday. Blocked by Porzingis! Get out of here, Ben Caro. Jaylen Brown weaving in and out of traffic. Going to call block on Wagner. And that is going to be a personal foul? I don't think he was in the shooting motion just yet. Wow, great block by KP. Oh my God, he was as stiff as a board. He was straight up. That was perfect. Franz Wagner, personal foul. Jaylen Brown around the three-point line. 15 seconds left to shoot. Still waiting on Tatum for his first points of the game, but that's what I mean. It's going to be very defensive. Jaylen Brown drives inside, off the glass. 2 more points. Boston takes a nice 5-point lead after Brown gets himself on the board. Celtics on a 7-0 run the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 800 people watching. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. Wagner looking for some help here. Kicks it all the way out to Corey Joseph. 5 seconds left to shoot. He kicks it out once more. Wagner doesn't have the 3. Drives inside. 2 seconds left to shoot. Kicks it out. Paolo Banchero for 3. Yikes. He drained it. That was kind of spicy. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Jrue Holiday. Holiday finds Brown. Brown against Joseph. Ooh, gets double teamed. Brown and Banchero. Jrue Holiday slips through the cracks, kicks it out. Derrick White, catch and shoot 3. Nah, it was off balance. You could see that come out of his hands. Another board for Paolo. Lobbing it up to Corey Joseph. They'll reset. Franz Wagner meets face-to-face with KP. Wagner, loses it. Holiday with a steal. Holiday, handoff, KP! Gets the foul, but can't finish the shot. Porzingis to the free throw line to shoot 2. Boston going to take a full timeout here with 6:20 left to go in the first. So far, as you guys can see, extremely defensive to start this series off. At some point, that offense is going to have to pull away and start to give a little bit more. But before we do break it down here on today's show, let me go ahead and tell you guys about the official ticketing partnership on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. That is it, Game Time. If you guys want to go on ahead and watch the Boston Celtics play in real time, then you guys can get your tickets through Game Time to watch the Celtics play at TD Garden or in Orlando for this year's NBA first round playoff. Not to mention, the reason why I use Game Time is because I know I'm going to get the lowest price guaranteed. I know that I am going to be able to have a 180 panoramic view from my seat in the app before I buy. That way I make sure I know exactly where I'm sitting and that I do like it. And you guys are also going to be able to save up to 60% off last-minute tickets to your favorite sporting event, comedy show, concert, or maybe even the theater. You guys can go see the Boston Celtics play, the Red Sox, or even the Boston Bruins in your backyard right now. So if you guys want to go on ahead and download the Game Time app, use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code CLNS. That is going to give you guys 25. Excuse me, one more time. Download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today because what time is it? It is game time. All right, go on ahead, hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. And we do have a nice super chat menu in here as well. If you guys want to go on ahead and send in your chance to enter a raffle to win a Jayson Tatum jersey, we will pick the winner at the end of this series. $10 to enter that raffle. Or we have $20 beer die, $50 beer bong, $100 beer boot, or $5 Celtics beers cheers. Celtics reporters are saying that it's incredibly loud in TD Garden. You also heard Kawhi Anthony talk a little bit earlier this week, talking about how he went to a Boston Celtics playoff game last year just to come and watch, and he said the atmosphere was extremely intimidating. So I'm wondering when Boston will use that upper hand for home court advantage during this game. Albert Cumberbatch coming in with a $20 super chat as well. He's going to get a raffle ticket for a chance to win a Jayson Tatum jersey. Appreciate you guys for sending in a super chat. Appreciate you, Albert Cumberbatch, specifically.
Real quick, going back to the atmosphere, did you notice if the Celtics fans were wearing T-shirts or not? Because that's been like a big thing I've seen on like Twitter recently, that like fans think they're too good for T-shirts now.
Oh, really? I looked like everybody was wearing them in the Thunder game.
The Thunder do it right.
Yeah, Thunder do it right.
Like the other games I watched yesterday, nobody was wearing shirts.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I know that they have a black T-shirt on their chair for the playoffs. I saw it on Twitter, but yeah, you're right. I haven't seen anything yet. KP makes his first free throw. I'm intrigued to see what KP is going to do here in game one. KP, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. All right, now we just need Jayson Tatum to get his scoring underway. I feel like Tatum's probably going to have more of an offensive role once the bench players, that first rotation, does come in. We're less than 50 subscribers away from reaching 48,100. Be sure to hit that sub button for me as Jaylen Brown weaves in and out of traffic, puts in a layup, hits the ground, and scores 2 points. Paolo, backdoor pass, going to find Anthony Black, who recently did check in here for Corey Joseph. Wagner. 10 seconds left to shoot. Good pick and roll by Wendell Carter Jr. Wagner kicks it out. No 3 ball, so they give it back to Franz. He's got 3 seconds left to shoot. He pulls up from deep, and he drains it in the face of Kristaps Porzingis. Come on, big dog. Up by 1. Gonna start needing a little Tatum takeover here. My goodness. Wagner's actually been guarding Tatum here the most. Jayson Tatum one-on-one. ISO step back. Give it to me. It does. Step back 3. Oh, in and out it goes. Rebound for Paolo. Banchero gives it to KCP. He moves it over to Anthony Black. Dribble handoff here to Wagner. Drives inside, and a steal by Brown. Backdoor pass, Jrue Holiday up and in. Blocked from behind by Anthony Black. Brown recovers. KP to Derrick White for 3. Bang! If you want to block Holiday's shot, we'll turn it into a better opportunity. And we're going to have an offensive foul on Anthony Black on the other end. Celtics basketball, baby! Come on. Horford checks in for Brown. Cornette checks in for Porzingis. Hauser checks in for White. Jonathan Isaac checks in for Wagner. Caleb Houston checks in for Wendell Carter Jr. And the first rotation is in. Up by 4. 820 people watching. Sub 4 Celtics dubs, baby. Holiday lobbing it up to Jayson Tatum. This is where I want to see Tatum really start to facilitate the scoring. Bounce pass to Luke Cornette. Luke Cornette kicks it back out to Sam Hauser. He has no shot. Holiday relieves him, drives inside, loses the handles. Off the Celtics Magic basketball. All right, that's not what you want. 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter, which has felt like a very long first quarter, to be honest. Probably because of the score. Pick and roll set by the Magic. moving around the three-point line. Going to find KCP. Now to Isaac. Back to Banchero. Luke Cornett with a fresh haircut. Guarding Banchero off the iron, but another rebound from Anthony Black gives it back to Banchero. He drives inside, kicks it out. Black along the baseline, loses it. Isaac recovers, back to Black. Blocked by Cornett. Oh my God, what's that? The fourth offensive board. And a shot clock violation! Magic are pissed, saying there was a touch somewhere. Refs are talking about it now, saying there was a touch on the rim in one of those shots. Oh, was it Black? Oh, yeah, it did touch the rim. Yeah, no, that's right. It should have reset right there. After Black went up for the reverse layup, it wasn't blocked. It, in fact, got rim stuffed. And from the angle that we're watching, it looked like Luke Cornett had blocked it himself. So they never reset the shot clock. So now it'll be Magic's basketball again with 12 seconds left to go. Banchero is going to feed Jonathan Isaac off the glass. 2 points and 1. Luke Cornett gets called for a shooting foul. Absolutely obliterated Isaac. Yikes. I know, kidding. What was he doing? He went up and then he hit the shoulder and he fell. Yeah. Richard Jefferson saying you actually probably could have called that one on the ground. He's right. Isaac didn't shoot the ball until after the foul was called, but it's all right. All right, Jonathan Isaac, yeah, he misses free throw. Ball don't lie. Rebound, Tatum. Can Tatum score? I mean, I feel like the missing factor here and the reason why it's so tight is because Tatum hasn't put any points on the board. Maybe that's just me. Jayson Tatum being guarded pretty heavily here by the Magic. Sam Hauser, deep three. No good. Horford tries to pick up the rebound. It'll be knocked out of bounds by the Magic. Boston Celtics basketball from the baseline. Tatum, put the ball in the hoop. You're playing with Hauser and Horford and Cornett. I need you to score, bud. Oh, Pritchard's not in either. That's actually a pretty interesting substitution there for Boston. Tatum drives inside. Off the glass. Good bounce, and Tatum puts in 2. Thank you. Jeez. Anthony Ross is exactly what he did. Tatum drove into the lane. He took all 4 defenders down with him, too. I liked it. I liked everything about it. Banchero crossing over Luke Cornett ends up with a fadeaway. You just can't stop Banchero when he gets in that spot. And 2 points. Back to a 2-point ball game. We'll say this, though. Much better game than the Grizzlies and the Thunder. I feel a lot more confident about this game than I did for the Grizzlies. Al Horford for 3. Bang! Come on! Horford with a Tatum assist. The 38-year-old still draining him. Black drives inside off the glass. No good. Cornett tries to get the rebound. Magic come up with it. They kick it out for 3. That one won't fall. Another offensive rebound for the love of God. Thankfully, they suck at putbacks. That one didn't go in. Holiday with a fadeaway in transition. No good. How come they could easily get that defensive board? Why can't we contest the offensive rebound the way they do? My God, we're probably getting smoked in offensive rebounds right now. Black, layup, no good. Guess what? Offensive rebound, Magic. Banchero puts a shot back in. Thankfully, it went in and out. Sam Hauser with the rebound. Tatum now. Hopping the other way. Horford, offensive foul. You can't push him down, bud. You can't knock him down. That was clear as day. Horford El Grande! Big Horford! Coming in from Fran G, and he's getting himself a nice raffle ticket as well. Appreciate that, Fran G. As we have a Magic full timeout, 1:50 left to go, 21-16 in the first quarter. Tatum just scored his first basket, which is exhausting because this game is a game that you could definitely be benefiting from Jayson Tatum scoring. Just saying. All right, here is what our wheel looks like right now. We will spin this wheel at the end of the raffle series. That's okay. Here is the wheel you will see at the end of the raffle series as we add more and more names. As you guys can see, Albert Cumberbatch, Boston Bob, Fran G. They are the three people who are currently in the running for a Jayson Tatum jersey. It's $10 to enter. You can super chat multiple $10, and that'll put you in multiple times if you guys kind of get the gist like that. We're not going to spin this, though, until the end of the series. As Fran G does join Boston Bob and Albert Cumberbatch with his $10 super chat here. Horford El Grande. Big Horford coming in. God, I need Jayson Tatum to, drain a three or do something. He's only taken 1 3 so far, too. I just feel like he's been facilitating very well, though. Let's see. We are getting out offensive rebounded by 6. Put me in, Coach Celtic Raider! With his opportunity to win a $125 Jayson Tatum jersey for $10 as we put him in the raffle. Tatum's 1 for 3. He's 0 for 1 from downtown. He does have 3 boards. He's got 1 assist. He's got 2 points. Derrick White with 8 points, leading the team. And we have 1 offensive rebound while the Orlando Magic have 7. We also have 9 rebounds in total while the Magic have 14. These are areas where we can really beat the Magic in. I'm just not understanding why we're not being as aggressive as they are around the rim when it comes to rebounding. Boston shooting 37% from downtown. The Magic are shooting 33% from both downtown and the field. Boston is 50% from the field. Boston already does have 3 steals, though, and they have successfully held it to 3 turnovers. Gonna really have to watch the turnovers here. The Orlando Magic are very good at forcing turnovers. They're actually the number 1 team in the NBA, so got to keep that part of their game as clean as possible. Celtic Raider is in the chat. All right. Let's see if we can get some points on the board here before the second half. Cole Anthony, 3-point killer. Cole Anthony checks in for Paolo Banchero. Peyton Pritchard checks in for Jrue Holiday. Wagner checks back in for Caleb Houston. Celtic Raiders girl. Hannah said, I can't let him have all the fun. Got to give Celtic Raider another chance. Happy Easter, Allie. There we go. That's a supportive girlfriend right there. That sounds like a girlfriend I would put a ring on it if I were Celtic Raider. But, that's just me. That's just me. I'm just kidding. Just looking out for my girl, Hannah. Don't worry about me. All right. 845 people watching. Cole Anthony doesn't have the step back. Good defense by Hauser. Anthony drives inside, kicks it out, finds Anthony Black. He doesn't have the shot either. He's struggling. And a travel. We're getting aggressive. Horford. Oh, my God. You had the baseline referee call a travel, but you had the referee at the half-court line call a foul on Horford. Oh, my God! Please challenge this. For the love of God, that was the worst call I have ever seen. Horford had nothing but a hand on him. That was horrible. And now it's Magic basketball. Good night. Anthony Black around the 3-point line. Got to find it. Franz Wagner for 3. No good. Rebound Tatum. Take it, please. Please go. For the love of God. Tatum doesn't have a 3, so he finds Horford. Now to Sam Hauser. He drives along the baseline. He gets pushed. Pritchard, pull up, 3. Bang! Come on! Pritchard with the largest lead of the night, 24-16. Pritchard locks in. Anthony doesn't have the shot, feeds it to Jonathan Isaac. Isaac back to Anthony. Now to Wagner, driving inside, backdoor pass. Anthony, Tatum guarding him, he drives. Off the glass, 2 points for Anthony. I forget that he can score at all 3 levels too. Dude, Pritchard's electric. Sitting on the bench the entire first quarter, checks in the first 30 seconds, bang, a 26-foot three-pointer. Tatum, spin move, fade away. He's locking in, folks. He's locking in. Boston, 26-18. Wagner. Crossing over Pritchard. For three, no good. Horford fighting for the rebound. It's going to stay here. Dude, these refs are horrible. 4.1 seconds left to go here in the first. Orlando is in the bonus. Oh, God. Magic. Inbound. Chuck it all the way up to the half-court line. Horford stumbles. Pull up. Three. No good. That'll be the end of the first. The Boston Celtics have an 8-point lead at the end of the first. Tatum only has 4. Pritchard has 3. Horford has 3. Derrick White has 8. Porzingis has 2. Brown's got 4. So scoring is everywhere, which is great. That is what I do not think the Orlando Magic can keep up with. But I said my keys to victory, how the Boston Celtics can sweep the Orlando Magic is by limiting Banchero and Wagner. Wendell Carter Jr., 0 points. Corey Joseph, 0 points. KCP, 0 points. Jonathan Isaac, 2 points. Cole Anthony, 2 points. Gary Harris, 0. Caleb Houston, 0. Anthony Black, 0. It is just Banchero and Wagner who each have 7 apiece. That is what's keeping them in this game. 14 of the 18 points are Banchero and Wagner. If you lock down just one of them, this game's wrapped. All right, look at the Boston Celtics scoring. 4 points Tatum, 4 points Porzingis, 8 points White, 4 points Brown, 3 points Horford, 3 points Pritchard. Our scoring is so spread out that the Magic they do not have the numbers to compete with that. If you lock down Banchero or Wagner, the game is a wrap. Not to mention, Banchero's 3 for 7. Wagner is 3 for 7 as well. So they're taking all of the shots, whereas nobody on the Celtics have taken more than 4 shots. D. White's 3 for 4. Tatum's 2 for 4. That's 75% from Derrick White, 50% from Jayson Tatum, 1 for 1 for KP, 0 for 3 for Holiday, but, we're dealing with that. 2 for 3 for Jaylen Brown, 1 for 1 for Horford, 1 for 1 for Pritchard. I mean, we're more efficient from scoring right now. You just have to stop Banchero and Wagner. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Lopez gets it.
So true. Just get stops. Defense wins championships. Ask Nico Harrison.
Defense wins championships. He's such a boob.
I don't know. Did you see that clip after Anthony Davis walked off the other night?
And they panned to Nico.
That camera guy needs a raise.
That camera guy knew what he was doing. He's probably secretly a Mavs fan. All right. Tatum already has 4 boards, 1 assist. Wendell Carter Jr. has 5 boards already. Banchero's got 2 boards, 7 points. Tia's in here. I appreciate that, Tia. Boston Bob is in here. We are 12 likes away from reaching 300. 900 people are watching. Welcome to the playoffs, everybody. These are the numbers we like to see. Derek's Young, my 1-year anniversary as a subscriber. Shout out. You know what? Beer cheers to Derek's Young for being subscribed for 1 year. I appreciate that, my guy. Don't you have your business to mind?
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I got to get to that. All right. Somebody scored. Who scored for the Magic? Lopez, do your job. God.
I can't even see the
he's like, I can't even see the game. Franz Wagner, pull up. All right, Brown is in for Cornet. Derrick White's in for Hauser. KP's in for Tatum. Derrick White. Bounce pass to Jaylen Brown. 6-point ball game here. Brown crossing over, driving inside. Gets his hand smacked. No foul, but it will be off the Magic. It'll stay here. I mean, my God. I'm not saying I'm better than the refs. All right? But good night. These calls are terrible. Derrick White lobs it into Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis finds Pritchard. 3 seconds left to shoot. Pritchard. Ooh. Nice move by Pritchard. He didn't have the three, so he goes up and under. Wendell Carter Jr. chucks up the three, forces the foul. I think it's a bullshit play. I think it's an easy out, and I really don't like when three-point shooters do that. When they pump fake, they don't have the three-point shot, so they just dive into the body of the defender and chuck the ball up. I think it's sleazy, but you know what? It paid off for us, so it is what it is. I'll tell you what, though, when the Magic do it, I'm going to be furious. Furious, all right? That is what we call a double standard. They're going to check the replay monitor here real quick. I don't know what they're checking for. Hold on.
Probably see a foul happen.
I think so, too. Stands as a foul by Wendell Carter Jr. It'll be Pritchard for free. Freeze. Free freeze. 3 free throws. I have never seen that referee before in my entire life. Huh. The officials have over an average of 17 years of experience. Doesn't seem like it. It's like the Pritchard makes his first free throw. It's like that the bench warmers where he hands over the birth certificate. And it's like, I am 12. I am 12. Pritchard, 2 for 3 so far. Can he make it 100%? Yes, 3 for 3 from Pritchard. That takes us to, once again, our largest lead of the night. 9 points against the Orlando Magic. All right. Franz Wagner. I want to see how the team does here without Banchero. Coy Anthony doesn't have a shot, so he drives inside. Ball gets tipped. KP finds JB, tips it, moving down the floor. Peyton Pritchard for 3. Bang! Timeout Magic! Holy transition 3! Dude, Pritchard is locked in. He is not bluffing. This dude is eyeing down every single Orlando Magic player on their bench. A pull-up 3 in transition, gritting his teeth while he's doing it, banging on his chest like King Kong. The Magic need a mother effing time out. Pritchard is locked in. Take notes, Tatum. Come on. That's wild. Pritchard could literally be hit or miss. He's already got 9 points. I was not expecting this, especially not in the first half from Peyton Pritchard. That is electric. Game high, 9 points from Pritchard. More than Banchero, Tatum, White, Wagner. Guess what? Ready? Ready? He's played 3 minutes. 9 points in 3 minutes. That is what makes Boston unstoppable. Whose bench is doing that? Nada. Well, they might be. I just don't really be watching. All right, Magic, take a time. I'm obsessed with PP. Really? Give me all the PP. I love PP. Dude, I'm banning Lopez from commenting.
I'm stuck. Is that not what we do? When he makes a 3, what do we spam?
Yeah, but
Change.
you're being weird.
Are you telling?
You're being weird. God. God, it's like your alter ego and you
I'm
get in the
sorry,
comment section.
I accept his name. You know.
You're the
Maybe just
worst.
get your mind out of the gutter.
You're the worst. Magics don't want that smoke. Coming in from Dimitri. I know Magic fans out here screaming, we want Boston. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, I got Boston, babe.
See, tea time's on my side. It's only weird if you have a dirty mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, tea time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. 1,000 people watching. Hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. Do you mind showing me the live sub count? I want to see if we are close to 48K 100. We just recently hit 48,000. Thank you guys so much. But now we are less than 30 subscribers away from reaching 48,100. Be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. This is the time to be subscribed, just like that person, to Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We go live for every single playoff game, and we're just awesome. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. $20 subs away. All right. Oh, look at that. 15 subs away. Can we reach 48,100 subscribers by the next TV timeout? Let's play some ball here. Banchero quickly checked back in for Anthony Black. So they did not want to have Banchero on the bench for too long. That's something to monitor moving forward. Wagner driving inside, kicks it out to Wendell Carter Jr. Doesn't have the three, so he kicks it back out to Wagner. No good. Another shot clock buzzer, but they did get the offensive rebound, so it goes back to the Magic. But they're playing good defense. They just need to finish. Grab the defensive board. Take it the other way. 4 seconds left to shoot. Wagner, fadeaway, still scores. See, you gotta stop the offensive rebounds. That is giving them. I haven't seen the second chance points yet, but I have a feeling it's keeping them in this game. Porzingis, hook shot, no good. Wendell Carter Jr. gets the rebound. He's already up to 6. Wagner driving inside. Euro puts in the layup. No good. Horford with the board. Gives it to Pritchard in transition. Pritchard has 9 of the 32. Jaylen Brown being guarded by Banchero. That could be a tough matchup. Brown to Pritchard. Pritchard. Ooh, nice spin move off of Anthony. Up and under. Ooh, Pritchard is unlocking all of his bag here tonight. Wagner, spin move, up and under. Same thing Pritchard just did. He said, I can do it too. Wagner, 2 points. Not bad. 1,030 people watching, 329 likes. Guys, we have got to at least hit 400. We are supposed to have 50% viewer to like ratio, and we are not doing that. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. 8:45 left to play in the first half. Jaylen Brown around the three-point line, being guarded by Cole Anthony. Pull up. Brown, 2 points. I like this. I like this. Up by 12. Keep this lead. Keep this lead. Banchero switches. KP on Paulo. Drives inside. Al Horford does come in to double team, but Banchero takes it to the rim over KP, draws the foul, makes it a... No, he didn't make that. All right. I was about to say, try to make it a and one situation, but he did not make it. So Banchero heads to the free throw line now. Corey Joseph checks back in for Gary Harris. KCP checks in for Cole Anthony. Paulo drains his first free throw. Banchero makes his second. We are 40 likes away. Derrick White. Ooh, puts in a hook shot. No good. White keeps it in play, but it'll be stolen by KCP. Wagner. Ooh, good breakup by KP, but the Magic keep it alive. Banchero drives inside off the glass. 11 points for Banchero already. Brown really has no answer for Banchero. I haven't also seen Tatum really guarding Paolo this game either. I'd like to see when Tatum gets back in how little or how much Banchero scores with him on him. Derrick White, catch and shoot, 3. Bang! Pritchard's facilitating and White is finishing. 11 points for D. White. Wendell, dribble handoff to Banchero. Doesn't have the 3 ball, so finds KCP. He'll take the 3 ball. Ooh. Knocks it down. Banchero with the assist. Boston going to call a timeout here. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I assume Tatum will check back in after this timeout as well. All right, we're going to tell you guys about our sponsor on today's show, and that is Game Time. If you guys want tickets to the upcoming Boston Celtics playoff games, Boston Red Sox regular season games, Boston Bruins playoff games, or maybe even the New England Patriots later this year, Game Time is the app for you. This is the only app I use to get tickets to any sporting event, comedy show, concert, or a theater. Number one, I know I'm going to get the lowest price guarantee, and there are no surprise fees at checkout, no hidden fees as well. What you guys select at checkout is what you will be paying. Not to mention, you can save up to 60% off on last-minute ticket deals, which sounds fantastic for me as I am a procrastinator. You guys can save up to last-minute deals on sports, comedy shows, concert, the theater, whatever event requires a ticket upon entry. Game Time has got you covered. My personal favorite feature of Game Time is the fact that you can see the view in your seat from the app before you buy. That way you're not sitting behind a pole. That way you guys aren't too close to the men's restroom. It is just right. So if you guys want to go see the Boston Celtics play in action and do something they haven't done in 56 years, which is bring back-to-back championships to the city of Boston, then go on ahead and download the Game Time app today. You're going to want to use promo code after you create an account, Chat Sports. That should give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS. That's going to get you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today. Get your tickets to your favorite event near you. And download the Game Time app. What time is it? It is game time. Here's our super chat menu. $5 Celtics beer cheers, $10 raffle entry, $20 beer die, $50 beer bong, and $100 beer boot. 1,000 people watching. We are under 30 likes away from reaching 400. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. Where are we at in the sub count too? Oh, we are one subscriber away. 48,099 subs. Who's going to be 48,100? Go on ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. Tatum is playing, believe it or not. He played the entire first quarter. But now we are just going to need a little bit more from him on the offensive front. He only has 4 points here so far. 48,101. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys who hit that sub button for me. Now, if you did hit that sub button, hit that like button for me. 7 likes away from 400. Wagner when you read it, it's so hard. Wagner and Banchero have 27 points of the Orlando's 31. What'd I say? You can knock off Banchero, you knock off Wagner, and you knock off the Magic. Derrick White lobs it up to Porzingis, and he turned it over. Steal by Corey Joseph. Finding Paolo, driving inside. He'll kick it out here. KCP for three. No good. Rebound. KP. Jaylen Brown crossing over, drives inside, kicks it out. Porzingis, bounce pass. Derrick White, catch and shoot. Three. It was a little bit too quick. Banchero being guarded by Horford. In the paint. Kicks it over. Wagner drives inside. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Oh. They're going to say it's Magic basketball. Luke Cornett checks in for Porzingis. Caleb Houston checks in for Wagner. Now's the time to really start to pull away here with Wagner on the bench and Paolo Banchero only in. Banchero, catch and shoot. Three. He drained it. Whatever. All right, back to a 5-point ball game. 14 points here for Banchero. Jaylen Brown lobs it up. Al Horford getting his arm completely held back. Thank you. They finally call a foul on Caleb Houston. Jaylen Brown. Ooh, around the post. Fade away is no good. Rebound, Wendell Carter Jr. going to give it to Corey Joseph in transition. He's going to take it coast to coast. Slows down. Resets the offense. Finds Banchero. Pump fake. Ooh, Caleb Houston drains it for three. Yikes, 2-point ball game here. 5:20 left to go in the first. Derrick White's really the only one that's found rhythm around the three-point line here, other than Peyton Pritchard, but out of the starters. Derrick White again from downtown. Bang! 28 feet! White separates the lead a little bit more. Banchero drives inside. Hook shot. It's good. Tell you what, man, Tatum's really the only one here that hasn't kind of stepped up offensively. And I don't know if that's going to be a second half type of game for Tatum, but this whole only having 4 points is not helping in this game. Brown, off the glass, no good. Luke Cornett, putback slam, dunk. 44-39. Paolo. Gets a screen set for him by Wendell Carter Jr. He pulls up for three, drains it. That's tough. Brown finds Derrick White. White finds Tatum. Ooh, one-on-one with KCP. Let's go. Bully balling. Down low, fade away off the front iron. God, Tatum doesn't have the touch today. Tatum does not have the touch right now. Oh, blocked! Banchero on the other end. Tatum driving inside. He'll lose his handles. It'll be off Jayson Tatum, Magic basketball. Oh, man, he's just getting all the life sucked out of him right now. Jeez. 2-point ball game, and I'm not getting anything out of him. This is crazy. Holiday checks in for Horford. Isaac checks in for Wendell Carter Jr. Jeez. 1,100 people watching. Sub for Celtics dubs. Banchero weaving out of traffic, loses the handles. Holiday, good defense on Paolo, cuts it out. 2 seconds left to shoot, and Tatum with a steal. Come on. Now we got to do something on offense. 2-point ball game, for the love of God. Brown drives inside. He gets blocked at the rim. Oh, my God, this is exhausting. This is exhausting. We're having better success from the three-point line than we are the two-pointers right now. Pull up 3, no good for the Magic. Holiday, for the love of God, secure the board. My God, the offensive rebounds are ridiculous. You're just sloppy. Brown playing good defense. Paolo chucks it up. 1 second left in the shot clock. Doesn't go. Holiday then gets the board. And oh my God, nearly turned it over. Can we slow the F down? Good night. Derrick White finds Tatum. Tatum, pull up 3. Tatum doesn't have it. He does not have it right now. He can't. He couldn't make it in the ocean if he took a shot off a boat. Paolo gets a screen. Bounce pass. Brown. Ooh, nearly with another steal, but Corey Joseph keeps it alive. They dish it out for 3. KCP drains it. Oh my God, we got a 1-point ball game. Dude, you need Tatum to get this shit together. Honestly, he's the only one that's not putting in the offensive production right now. Come on, dude. Derrick White finds Tatum. 1-on-1 with Corey Joseph. Fade away. 2 points. That's an and 1 for the love of God. Oh my goodness. They're going to call a soft-ass foul on Jayson Tatum now. That's wild. It's going to be one of those games, huh? One of those games where Boston has to beat the refs and they have to beat the Magic. For the love of God. His arm is literally being twisted by Corey Joseph. He gets the fadeaway. Joseph steps in his landing zone, causing Tatum to fall on his ass. Then on the other end, Paolo flails his arms, and Tatum happens to be the nearest defender, and it's a foul on Tatum. You got to give and you got to get. Wagner's back in, and he gives it to Isaac, slams it down. Dude, we're getting outscored by 9 this quarter. Oh, my God. Tatum, pull up, 3. Hard off the back iron. All shots are looking good, though. Oh, my God. They don't even know who it last touched. Oh, my God. They have no idea who it last touched. They're both looking at each other with a blank look in their eyes. And they're like, magic ball? Magic ball. All right. That's ridiculous. My God. 17 years of experience. Coaching Little League? Like, what is this? Wagner. Fade away. Makes it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Tatum finds Horford. Back to Tatum. He'll lead the offense here. Less than a minute left to go. Boston down by 3 because the Orlando Magic have outscored Boston by 11. There we go. There's a foul. Wagner holding Porzingis. Good night. I mean, these are blatant calls that they're missing. Blatant. Like bodies don't normally move like that unless somebody else is pushing them or pulling them or touching them. I don't understand why they're blind to this. Porzingis drives inside. He slips, keeps it alive, chucks it out to Tatum. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum takes it, backdoor pass. KP puts it up. That was a terrible play by Tatum. You have 3 seconds left in the shot clock. You take it all the way down to the hoop, and you backdoor pass it all the way out to the top of the three-point line. That was disgusting. Brown checks in for Porzingis. 25 seconds left to go. Oh, God, this is getting sloppy. Both teams in the bonus. Ben Caro Shot clock at 9. Good defense. Derrick White with a steal from behind Banchero. Derrick White, give me a foul. Dude, is White the only one that woke up and decided to play Boston Celtics basketball today? Good night. High alert. Good court vision. I mean, everybody else feels like they're slow as molasses right now. Horford, Porzingis, Tatum, Holiday. White's the only one that's actually seeing the vision. He was my X factor. I said, I need a well-rounded box score today from Derrick White. That's exactly what he's given us. He just made his first free throw. I mean, White's got rebounds, assists, 2 steals, a block, 16 points, 4 for 6 from downtown, 5 for 8 from the field. Oh my God, we're getting obliterated in offensive rebounds. All right, let's make this a 1-point ball game. Let's go in a half. Just take a break. Derrick White, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Banchero, 1 second left, doesn't have the shot, and that'll be the end of the first half. That second quarter sucked. 31-22. The Magic outscored the Celtics by 9. We outscored the Magic 26-18 in the first. You're letting way too many offensive boards happen there. Way too many. How many threes did they have in that? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3 threes, 4 threes, 5 threes. They had 5 threes in the second quarter, the Orlando Magic did. But also, Boston had 1, 2, 3, 3 threes compared to the Magic 5 threes in the second quarter. Multiple turnovers, though. That was just sloppy. We only had 3 turnovers. We had 3 turnovers in the second quarter. Jeez. Tatum's got 6 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Porzingis has 4 points. Jesus. 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal. Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, Hauser, all over from downtown. It is genuinely just Derrick White. Derrick White and Pritchard. They have 27 points of the 48 for Boston. Banchero and Wagner are 19 and 15. The only 2 players that have anything remotely good in scoring as well. This is what's really frustrating is right now we're playing 2 versus 2. Banchero and Wagner versus Derrick White and Peyton Pritchard. Because you are not untapping Tatum, Porzingis, Holiday, Brown, Horford, Hauser. You have so much wasted potential right now on the floor to take this to a 20-point ball game. You can't stop Banchero and Wagner right now, as they both have. Banchero has 19 points. Wagner has 15. We have 16-11. Those are our 2 in double digits right now, and one of them's Pritchard, who's played 7 minutes this game, and he's just really hot right now. Tatum has got to unlock this next half. I wouldn't mind seeing Horford get a little bit more aggressive. 3 points, 1 turnover, 1 rebound. I mean, that's not doing any good. Porzingis, 4 points, 1 for 4. He's got a couple of boards, too. 1 steal, 1 block, doing good around the rim. But, dude, they are locking him in. Brown is 3 for 8. 2 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals. Playing good defense. Jeez. All right. Yeah, Horford's got 2 fouls. It's the most on the Celtics right now. I don't actually mind Brown being in right now. I think his offense has been really good, but we're not boxing out. We are playing very scattered defense right now. We are allowing the Orlando Magic to have multiple second chance points here because of their offensive rebounding. Orlando has 16 points in the paint. Boston only has 12. Orlando's got 12 points off of conceded turnovers. Both teams have 3 blocks. Boston's got 3 more steals than Orlando does. They have less assists, less rebounds, a better three-point percentage, same field goal percentage. You just played a really crappy quarter. Really crappy, but there's 2 more quarters left to go. Tatum has got to unlock like 19 points here. He has to. You cannot keep leaving it on Derrick White.
The one bit of good news, it's half off halftime.
It is half off halftime. If anybody wants to do a half off halftime, it is $5. Ooh, let's keep that $10. We got to keep that $10. Okay. We'll do a $10 raffle ticket and $10 beer die. That'll be my little deal for you guys here. $10 gets you both beer die and a raffle ticket entry. $2 Celtics beer cheers, $25 beer bong, and a $50 beer boot. These will be our deals here for half of halftime. I can't make that $5 because that's got to stay 10 because we have to still buy the jersey. So I got to make sure we get that. We get that money in to get the jersey. See what I'm saying? All right, so down by 1.
We did get 1 super chat while you were
venting.
Your yapping.
Me personally, I'm reading the first half an F minus. Yeah.
F minus. I think that's realistic, honestly. I saw some people that were saying like B minus to C, and I'm like, we're not watching the same game.
No, first quarter was fine. Second quarter was terrible. It was terrible. Brown, I can't get over how bad our starting 5 has come out in this game. They're acting like they've never been there before. They're getting blinded by the lights. They can't make a shot to save their lives. Their offense is not spread right now. I mean, it's just not. It's not what I want. Pritchard's the only one that's like coming off the bench, like, hey, it's the playoffs. You want to fucking play? Derrick White, I mean, he's been electric from start to finish. Jeez. I mean, the Orlando Magic have 2 starters with 0 points, and we're losing by 1. Gotta be better than that, man. Gotta be better than that. 1,100 people watching, 435 people have liked it. Let's see if we can get 500 likes as well before we do head back into the second half. Hopefully a much better second half. I hope Missoula is giving them an earful right now. All right. Will Christopher's in here. Tyler, Kieran, Joanne, Duncan saying, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. What are we doing, dude? Patrick Thompson, I would love to be in the locker room listening to Joe. No kidding. He's probably giving him some riddles or something. Just get the brains moving. Boston was winning by 12 earlier, not even 10, dude. They did. They won. They won the first quarter, 26-18, and just absolutely got butt whooped in the second. I mean, we couldn't rebound to save our lives. We weren't facilitating. We were playing by the Orlando Magic's pace, which is ironic because it's just Banchero and Wagner. That's it. That's all the Magic have right now. Tatum can't hit a fly. We're getting no fouls called. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Maybe just all good teams are destined to lose game 1.
You watch your mouth. Just because your Lakers lost on me, our Celtics are going to lose.
I'm just trying to find a silver lining. My bad for trying to make
the silver lining.
Out of a bad one.
The silver lining is that we've got 2 more quarters to play. We're down by 1 after I think will probably be our worst quarter in this series. That was disgusting. All right. You want Lopez halftime?
I don't care.
All right. Lopez halftime.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
I guess I got to save the day.
Lopez saving the day.
I thought y'all were going to get halftime without me. Nope, I'm here. We can talk about the first. Ooh, got a super chat. Look at that. Making money for the company already.
Look at you.
Let's see. KW saying, we don't handle opponents with size well. It's what makes me nervous about Cavs because of Allen and Mobley. Yeah, that makes sense, but at the same time, it's really just Banchero hitting shots. Him and Wagner scoring. If you shut them down, like we were talking about Cole Anthony in the pregame, haven't really said his name much. And to really find a way to stop Paolo. And at some point, I know some people were talking about it in the chat, he's a more, what's the word? He shoots a lot more than he makes. He's not the most efficient scorer, so eventually those numbers are going to come down a little bit. So it could have just been one hell of a first half for Paolo. It's not something I would expect long term, but thank you, KW, for the $5 super chat. What else we got the chat saying? Tia saying Lakers fan needs to go to Smitty. Smitty's not here. Smitty's Warriors fan. He works later tonight. He would probably love if you tuned in, though, for Warriors Rockets, because he will be live. Florida wins again, best state in the nation. That's a take right there. That's one I've never heard. What else? Silver linings, Adam engaging in the NBA Europe experience. I don't even. Okay, let's do some shout-outs. I'm going to get a little, a little graphic up. And we're going to let y'all spam some me's, get the chat going, and we will get some shout-outs. Give me 1 second. We'll get that back up while I find the graphic. Okay, if y'all are subscribed, spam me in the chat right now. If not, hit the subscribe button, spam me, because I want to give some shout-outs. My reading has been a little lacking, so I think we're gonna get the brain working today. Okay, for starters, we got E. Gonzalez. We got Tia. You spelled me wrong. You put MW. Just saying. I think that's funny. Jordan Moore, E. Gonzalez, Tia. There you go. You spelled it right that time. Nicholas Mirage, Josh 6026, Riley Langenson is asking, guys, who's going to win this match? Still got to go the Celtics. They're the better team. They just got to figure some things out. Trippy O is subscribed. Glad to have Trippy here. Also, what a name. William Hooper. Dimitri Timothy. Orlando, stand up. I didn't know we had Magic fans in the chat. I didn't know they made Magic fans. I didn't know that was a thing. Renato Ruiz. Nail Divot. Okay. Been in the ER all morning. Kind of tired, Lopez. Oh, I'm sorry, Tia. I hope you're okay. No, I'm just messing with you. I hope you're doing fine. Hope everything's good. Hope you get to see a Celtics win today. And then hope we all get to see a Lakers win on Tuesday. Really just top everything off. Y'all are probably tired of me. Dougie Davis subscribed. Nikita Martin. Carrie and Allen. Boston, the Celtic, Irish, Scottish. What? Okay. Okay, Tia's saying she's fine. So that is good to hear. Boston does not have a three-pointer specialist like Banchero. Okay, that's a take. I wouldn't call Banchero a three-point specialist by any means.
He's terrible from downtown.
Like, he can shoot. I'm not nowhere near a specialist.
Professional basketball.
Like, I think you give me 10 shots
No
wide
kidding.
open, I can hit 4. Fortune is subscribed. He subscribed a lot. He keeps spamming me. Who they got mic'd up from Orlando?
Brown saying got to be more aggressive on offense. Got to make him call it. He's mic'd up today. That's what he was telling Jayson Tatum. Tatum better listen. The final 8:30 of the second quarter, the Magic scored 25 points. Boston was held at 12. That just can't happen.
I will say, I think Jayson Tatum will come out in the second half.
I think he will
with,
too.
like, something to prove.
Yeah, I think he will too.
He's been hearing all the criticism all season.
Yeah, he's
and
not.
And everybody's been saying this is his time to prove it.
No, Tatum is not leaving game one with like 10 points. It's
No.
just not. It's not happening. I've seen this man literally drop 19 in the third quarter. All right, third quarter's underway. Boston down by 1. Orlando Magic basketball. Tatum, KP, Holiday, Brown, and White are on the floor. Banchero driving inside. A fadeaway. Oh, my God. It's going to be goaltending. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be a basket interference by Wendell Carter Jr., so it won't be good here for the Magic. I'll tell you what. I still haven't seen Tatum on Banchero. I really feel like that's what's missing here. Yeah, I don't like Holiday on Banchero. I don't think it's done very well so far. Derrick White and turnover. Oh, well, they give it right back. Jaylen Brown up and under and off the glass. 2 points. White holding his hand, though. Looks like he got jammed. He's all right. He's all right. All right, Corey Joseph. I mean, what are we doing, man? They're starting 5. It's Corey Joseph in it. My God. Franz Wagner drives inside, off the glass, no good. Holiday, other way. Derrick White finds KP. KP pump fakes. Finds Jayson Tatum. Open lane. Push off of Joseph. Fade away. No good. Oh, my God, dude. I'm not watching Tatum play basketball right now. This is disgusting. Good night. Getting cooked by Corey Joseph's defense right now. Rebound Tatum. Jeez, both of them. Brown drives inside along the baseline, cuts it out. Derrick White now finds Brown one more time. Pull up 3. Oh, good. Jesus. Wagner finds KCP from downtown. No good. Oh, my God. My God. Rebound for Wendell Carter Jr. A foul on Tatum for pushing Wendell Carter Jr. down. I'm not understanding why rebounding is becoming such a struggle for us here today. I mean, that's... Tatum's done more. Tatum has more fouls than he does points right now. That's an exaggeration, but that's what it feels like. Jeez. Up by 1. Wagner chucks it up there. No good. Brown with the rebound. Thankfully, didn't call that weak-ass play a foul. Jrue Holiday for 3. There we go. Holiday drains a 3. Good night. All right. Let's lock in now before I pop a vein. Banchero being guarded by Jrue Holiday. Banchero driving inside off the glass. Rebound, Derrick White. White to Holiday. Holiday, bounce pass, White, and one! My God! You're not calling anything! White gets body slammed to the floor. My God! Celtics delay a game violation because they're furious. Derrick White is like throwing his hands up. What are we talking about? God, these refs suck. Corey Joseph finds Wendell Carter Jr. dribble handoff to Wagner. KP's in a guard. Wagner here. Drives inside, high off the glass. That's where he's really got a majority of his points there. That layup, and just KP can't seem to work around it. Derrick White, pull up three. Bang! And one! Finally! Oh, now the Magic want to act all pissed. Please, you've gotten away with 19,000 fouls today. Come on. Dude, Joseph was all in his landing zone. How could you possibly think you did not have a foul? White, opportunity to make this a 4-point play. Take the lead up by 9. 8. Does anybody else want to play basketball today? Other than Derrick White? 21 points. Come on, White. 1,100 people watching. Less than 15 likes away from 500. White makes it a 4-point play. Let's go. Corey Joseph losing his handles. Jaylen Brown, good defense. Throws. Oh, wow. Gotta say, it's off Jrue Holiday, not Banchero. All right. Magic basketball. They're going to find Paolo to Wagner. Fade away. No good. Rebound Tatum. All right, now let's take it the other way. Let's do something with it now. Tatum. Get cooked by Corey Joseph right now. Keep backing down. Keep back. There you go. Foul on the floor. That's all right. Foul on the floor. At least taking Brown's advice. I mean, Brown was saying when he was mic'd up, got to start playing aggressive on offense. Make him call it. I mean, yeah, I wish it would have been a shooting foul, but at least Tatum's doing something. Anthony Black going to check in here for Corey Joseph. Brown drives inside, crossing over. Brown up and under. Give it to KP, and a foul by KCP. Porzingis going to head back to the free throw line. Boston up by 8. 1,200 people watching. This more tight than it should be ball game. I think that should have been a shooting foul. KP misses his first free throw. Oh, God. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Boston needs to get it together. KP, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Magic only scored 2 points through the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Banchero driving inside, puts up a shot, blocked by White. Banchero gets it again off the glass. I mean, my goodness. Just the second effort is not there, dude. It's just not there. Deep three by Derrick White, no good. That's because we're just chucking up shots now. We're not starting any offensive possessions. We're just chucking it. Holiday, transition three. Bang! Holiday starting to lock in now. And the Magic are going to call a full timeout here. 7:30 left to go in the third. Still waiting on Tatum. It's not his game, dude. Not his game. 6 points, dog. That's ridiculous. It's not my day, coach. All right. That does give us enough time with this timeout to tell you guys about the official ticketing partnership of Celtics Today by Chat Sports, talking to you guys about game time. If you guys want to get tickets to see the Boston Celtics play in the postseason, then download the Game Time app. You guys can get the lowest price guaranteed. Not to mention, you can save up to 60% off last-minute deals for sports, comedy shows, concerts, or even the theater. I tend to be more of a procrastinator, and I always like to decide, do I really need to go? Do I really want to go? And just in case I do decide to go, those last-minute deals really do come in handy. You guys can also get a nice 180 view from the app in your seat before you buy. That way you guys know exactly the view you're going to be getting before you purchase your tickets. And when you do decide to purchase your tickets, there are no surprise fees at checkout. You will never look at the total and say, where is that money going towards? I don't even know what that fee is for. Game Time takes care of you and make sure that you have the lowest price guaranteed. So if you guys want to go on ahead and watch the Boston Celtics, the Boston Bruins, Boston Red Sox, the New England Patriots, or pretty much any event that requires a ticket upon entry, then Game Time is the app for you. Go on ahead and download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today, because what time is it? It is game time. The Magic need a timeout. Christian with a $5 super chat. Tatum is just going to be a 0 today. We'll just have to depend on the others. Can't count on Tatum. Not very surprising. He's proving the haters right now. Yeah, fortunately, you're right. Cool, Genuine Phil, good point here. Magic only 4 points. Jeez, he scared the shit out of me. Magic 4 points in over 4 minutes. Great defense. I got 6 points from Tatum. I mean, that's terrible. Derrick White is electric right now. He doesn't play second half of the second quarter and the beginning of the third. He'll check back in here probably after this timeout, if I had to say. Yeah. I think Brown looks good. He doesn't look injured, but yeah, the offense just really isn't there today. I mean, you got Holiday just getting hot here in the third quarter, 2 threes, but Derrick's been carrying the team the entire time. Porzingis has only been lethal from the free throw line. Banchero has gotten pretty much everything that he's wanted. Same with Wagner. I mean, we're not attacking them at all. So, yeah, I'm not sure. It just might not be Tatum's game, which is really unfortunate. But it's a Nature Guy saying what a boring game one. I don't think this is I don't think a 10. You want to watch boring? You watch a 50-point blowout between the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Paolo going to go one-on-one here with Holiday. A fadeaway, no good. Tatum finally secures the rebound. We've struggled with cleaning the glass all night, offensively and defensively. Brown backing down KCP. Hook shot. Good night. I just can't get the good roll. I mean, there's no grace at all with these shots. Not getting it from the refs and their horrible calling, and you're just not getting the good looks. But you will get a foul called against you for guarding Franz Wagner. Holiday with a personal foul. Jeez. We're getting bullied down low, man. Bullied down low. Wagner. Steal. Derrick White takes it the other way. And we're going to have a foul. All right, Anthony Black, personal foul. Oh, man. That's tough. Derrick White. Feeds Tatum. Tatum one-on-one with KCP. He drives inside. Tatum. Oh, my God. He missed a fucking layup. I can't watch him play right now. I mean, it's disgusting. Oh, Anthony Black kicks it out. Wagner finds Black in the corner for three. Drains it. Oh, man. Oh, Porzingis lost a shoe. He's playing with one shoe on. That really sums up this frickin' game. We're just playing with one shoe on out there. All right, timeout Boston. Jeez Louise. I mean, this is ridiculous. 1,200 people watching, 530 likes. I'm just disappointed. This is just not the energy I wanted to come out with. I mean, I know we've struggled playing at home this year, but this is ridiculous. You're not doing any. You are not locking up Banchero or Wagner. 21 and 17 right now. Oh my God! I mean, this is ridiculous. The only person other than Peyton Pritchard who had 11 points in 7 minutes, that was it. So I'm going to take him out of the equation real quick. I'm talking about everybody who's played over 20 minutes, which is the starting five. The only person that's in double-digit scoring is Derrick White. That is ridiculous. If we end this game and we have Jayson Tatum with 6 points, people are genuinely going to question whether or not he's healthy. Same with Brown. That is how rare it is to see them score that little. I mean, 3 for 11 for Jayson Tatum. 4 for 11 for Jaylen Brown. Porzingis is 1 for 4. I don't even know the last time a healthy Porzingis took 4 shots. Minimum. 0 for 1 from downtown. I mean, Porzingis is not getting any looks from the three-point line either. Which is ironic because we're shooting 48% from a three-point line. We're shooting 46% from the field. On the paper, we look great offensively. We're just getting out-rebounded, out-assisted. We're dominating on defense. 9 steals, 3 blocks, only 7 turnovers, too. We're playing clean. We just can't score. Make it make sense.
Do you think some of it has to do with they had almost 2 weeks off?
Like rusty?
Could be.
No, I don't think so. I mean, so did the Thunder. Saw how that looked. No, I don't think they're rusty. I just genuinely feel like the rhythm is not there tonight. Tatum has more boards than points. It's just the shot selection's great. The fadeaways, the layups, they're attacking the lane. They're not just chucking up threes. I mean, Tatum's only taken 3 threes tonight. He averages like 9 threes a game minimum that he attempts. So I just genuinely think they're not falling, and they're just not getting things their way. Like the layups. I mean, they're bouncing on the rim and bouncing off. The fadeaways are too short or too hard. I mean, it's just the shots are there. They're just not finishing. All I'm saying is Derrick White is the only thing that is keeping Boston in this game. 22 points, 5 for 8 from downtown, 7 for 11 from the field. You better kiss Derrick White's bald forehead if you win this game, because he is the reason why you will win. All right. Starting five is still in, except White is on the bench. Peyton Pritchard's in. KP, a fadeaway. See what I mean? A fadeaway is not good. It's off balanced. Banchero. Holiday tips it out from Banchero. Finds Pritchard in transition. Pritchard going to slow it down here. Anthony Black guarding Pritchard. Good defense there. Jrue Holiday bounce pass. Jayson Tatum off the glass, misses the layup. I can't even make this up. Holiday for three makes it. What is going on? How is Tatum missing layups and Holiday's like 3 for 3 from downtown? Jesus. Holiday's got 9 points. He's the third leading scorer on the Celtics right now with 9 points. Anthony Black around the three-point line. Going to find Banchero. Peyton Pritchard's guarding Banchero. What are we doing? Shot clock turnover. Pritchard takes it the other way. Finds Jrue Holiday. Holiday lobs it up. Jaylen Brown off the glass. 2 points! Brown. That looked like Celtics basketball in transition. 1,300 people watching. Banchero puts Brown on his ass and drains a three. Oh, man, they're toying with us. Tatum drives past Banchero, puts up the hook shot. Tatum tips it in, slam dunk. 8 points for Tatum. Somebody spread it in the news. Tatum's got 8. Jesus. Banchero from downtown, no good. In and out. Brown, another board. Brown, fade away. Shot doesn't fall. Does get the foul, though, from KCP. Up by 11. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. We're playing a little bit faster here. That is good, but this is ridiculous. We are under 40 subscribers away from reaching 48,200. We reached 48,100 in the first half, so be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. 1,300 people have subscribed. You could probably keep up the sub counter for the rest of the third. Jeez. Brown makes his first free throw. Gary Harris checks in for KCP. Brown makes 2 for 2. Anthony Black finds Banchero. Ooh, they're going to call it. It's a terrible foul. That's a horrific foul. Horrific foul on Jaylen Brown. Banchero falls, and it's Jaylen Brown's fault. Dude, if I'm Azula, I'm challenging this shit. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. He is the softest referee in the NBA. Tell you what, though, Brown's pissed. Might as well use it. Banchero. Up and under, no good. KP gets the board. Jeez, barely. Gives it to Tatum in transition. Jrue Holiday back to Tatum. One-on-one. Takes it to the rack. 2 points! Tatum! There we go. My God. That looked like Boston Celtics basketball. Finally. Jesus, it only took you 3 minutes left in the third quarter to realize, oh, we know what we're doing. We know how to score. We know how to take down the Orlando Magic. Jesus. All right, Magic full timeout. 3:23 left to go in the third. Still a anybody's ball game here. Magic can easily go on a run again. Wagner's going to check in for Anthony Black. Cole Anthony's going to check in for Jonathan Isaac. Caleb Houston will sit, and Wendell Carter Jr. will check back in as well. I'll tell you what, the root of this turnaround is Jrue Holiday. Facilitating, transition, defense, scoring. Holiday has really stepped up here in the third quarter. I wanted to make sure he got his flowers for that. $1,400 people watching here. Under 40 subscribers to go. Cole Anthony, pull up 3. Airballed. That felt good. Off the Magic! There we go. Come on. I was about to say, if they do that shit, I'm going to be pissed. All right, come on, Tatum. Starting to feel a little bit here. Holiday to Tatum. One-on-one with Banchero. Ooh, good screen set by Porzingis. Tatum, 6 seconds left to shoot. ISO with Wendell Carter. Step back. It's forced. Nah, you airballed it. That was way too forced. He didn't have that at all. I think you're right, Chris. Cole Anthony misses his layup. All right, good. That lets me know the Rams aren't just biased. They do also not work for Magic layups. KP for 3, no good. Cole Anthony fighting for the rebound. It'll be out of bounds on the Magic. Boston Celtics basketball going to stay here. 2:17 left to go in the third quarter. Boston is outscoring the Magic 26-10 in the third quarter. That is fantastic. Al Horford checks in for Porzingis. Peyton Pritchard finds Al Horford. Now to Tatum. Tatum crossing over, drives inside, kicks it out. Jaylen Brown, little hezzy pump fake, a fadeaway. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thankfully, Tatum comes up with the offensive board. Tatum soars. 2 hands, slam, dunk. 76-59, almost a 20-point ball game for the Boston Celtics. Cole Anthony gonna have a ball tipped out of bounds here by the Boston Celtics. TD Garden is extremely loud right now. Boston is in the bonus. Cole Anthony crossing over, dumps it off to Paolo. Paolo, pull up from the free throw line. It's good. 2 points. What's he got? 47 now? Jeez. Peyton Pritchard crossing over Cole Anthony. Good defense by Anthony. Gives it to Horford. Horford off the glass. Fucking shanked it. Oh my God. This is probably one of the worst games I've seen them play all year. Actually, no, I'll give them this. The last time I saw them play this bad was when they lost to the Orlando Magic 108-104 back in December. It looked just like this. Holiday had like 5 turnovers. The fouls were atrocious. No shot was falling. It was one of the most bizarre regular season losses I have seen for the Boston Celtics. And this is exactly that. Maybe it's just Orlando. Maybe they know how to shake up Boston and just push them to their most uncomfortable point. Because that's what they look like right now. They look completely uncomfortable. And that's with the lead they have right now. Pritchard gets called for a shooting foul, which is ridiculous. Oh, man. Okay. Anthony heading to the free throw line. Anthony makes his first free throw. Anthony makes 2. Jaylen Brown, 42 seconds left to go here in the third. 1,300 people watching, under 30 likes and subscribers away. Peyton Pritchard, deep 3. Oh my God, he airballed it. Oh my God. I have like secondhand embarrassment right now from watching this team. Tatum and Pritchard have both airballed a 3 in the last 2 minutes. And Wendell Carter Jr. just threw it down. How the heck are we back to an 11-point ball game? We were almost at 20. Oh, I know why. Banchero, pull up. Anthony, 2 free throws. Wendell Carter Jr., dunk. Boston Celtics, 2 air balls. Al Horford, a missed 8-foot fadeaway. Jesus, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Jaylen Brown makes his first free throw. Cole Anthony gets called with the personal foul. Brown's got 15 points. Jeez. Don't call it a career high just yet. All right, 16 for Brown. Made his second free throw. Ooh, nearly a steal by Jaylen Brown. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Boston, Orlando heading into the fourth. 13-point ball game, and this could genuinely go either way. I have no idea. Boston outscored Orlando 26-18 in the first. Then they get cooked in the second, 31-22, and then they dominate in the third, 30-16. They outscored the Magic. I have no idea how the fourth quarter is going to go. That is why I need you guys to put your 4s in the comment section down below. Please. Sandra is in here. Tia is in here as well. Not so anonymous. Michael is in here as well. Gus Ramos is in here. Oh, Roy. We need Roy. So it's always his birthday.
Roy, we need that, man. I haven't seen Derrick Young in the chat very often today. I saw him at the beginning. I haven't seen him much right now.
All right, 1,300 people watching, 4 likes away from 600, which is awesome. And my laptop just froze. That's even better. Yeah? Yeah, my whole laptop is frozen. Whole laptop is frozen. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, up by 13 heading into the fourth quarter here. Going to need Boston to just absolutely take over here. Absolutely take over.
That's the prize picks that you said earlier coming.
Holiday is good. Wendell Carter Jr. is not. That's tough, yes. Not my favorite.
Good thing you didn't bounce Tatum.
That is fair. All right, let's play some fourth quarter basketball here. Appreciate that, Gus. So apparently the third quarter they didn't call a foul at the end of the third quarter when Brown ran into Wagner. So Wagner needs free throws. So they're going to put 2/10 of time left on the clock for Wagner to take those free throws, and then we're immediately going to start the fourth quarter. If this doesn't tell you how messy this game has been from the referee standpoint, I do not know what will, honestly. Exactly. I just feel like this is a trial run for these referees. Oh, man, okay. Wagner makes his first. All right. And that's the end of the fourth. Okay. That was the end of the third. All right, now it's fourth quarter time. God, that was stupid. That was so stupid.
Happy Easter to you too, Gus. Hope you have a great one.
Happy Easter.
And now you can officially spam your fours because the fourth quarter is starting.
All right. Derrick White pulls up for three, drains it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wendell Carter Jr. hook shot is good. 2 more points go up for the Orlando Magic. Al Horford, round 3-point line. And they're going to call a foul on Wagner, who was like wrapping around, reaching Tatum. Al Horford finds Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard to Tatum. Wagner blocked Tatum's 3-point shot. He better come out and have a 60-burger next game. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. Derrick White chucks up a 3. Hits top of the backboard. No good. Rebound for the Magic. They take it the other way. Going to find Wagner to Wendell. Overturned. Pritchard finds Derrick White. Derrick White off the glass. 2 more points. MVP of this game is Derrick frickin' White. My God. And Pritchard. Sam Hauser blocked from behind. Al Horford takes it the other way. Pritchard 3. Bang! Pritchard! 86-69. Come on, baby. That is electric. Electric from Peyton Pritchard. Horford with the assist. Pritchard with his third 3. Starting off with the Hauser block. I mean, the bench came to play. The bench is ready. Magic with a full timeout. All right. Spammy PPs. I still don't have the live stream up. I still don't have the live stream up. Yeah. Trying to figure it out here. We are 5 subs away from reaching 48,200. Be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. Almost 1,400 people watching in here. I think we can do it before we come back too. Respectfully. Horford's already got 2 assists here in the fourth quarter. I kind of like that. All right. Magic took a full timeout here. 10:30 left to go. Gus Ramos, I appreciate that, my guy. Look at that. 48,201. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, we went back down.
More even numbers this way. Sorry. Now if we lose one more,
That's the issue. All right. I am ready. Pritchard's playing great. Derrick White's playing great. I mean, we started the fourth quarter and White with a 3. Derrick White with a layup. Pritchard with a 3. Horford with assists. Pritchard with assists. Jaylen Brown mic'd up saying it's going to be a long series. They're pushing us around. We're not pushing them around. He's not wrong. Wow, Jaylen Brown's playing his 125th playoff game today. That's very cool. All right, Wendell Carter Jr. going to dribble handoff here to Paolo Banchero. Fadeaway. Banchero's got 2 more points. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? All right, Derrick White. Let's do your thing, White. Do your thing. 1-on-1 with KCP. White's going to give it to Tatum. Tatum over from downtown today. Jayson Tatum. 1-on-1 with Corey Joseph. Gets it to Peyton Pritchard. Pulls up for 3. Bang! Pritchard! From downtown. Wagner finds Banchero. Banchero pulls up for makes another shot. All right, that sucks. Jayson Tatum. Around the three-point line. Pull up three. Hard off the back eye. Yeah, I would just stop taking shots. I would just facilitate at this point. Wagner. Around the three-point line. 17 points for Wagner tonight. Off the glass. No good. Peyton Pritchard tips it out. Horford fighting for the rebound. He gets it. Takes it the other way. Gives it to Pritchard in transition. Along the baseline. Bounce past Sam Hauser. Back to Pritchard for three. No good. Tatum. Pops the rebound out. Fight for it. Hauser on the ground. Corey Joseph. Gives it to Wendell Carter Jr. And now Paolo is going up against two Boston Celtics defenders. Al Horford with the block. Gonna call a foul. Who hit Horford? Corey Joseph hit Horford. It's going to be Boston Celtics basketball going the other way. That was huge. Huge for Al Horford. Holiday enters for a Sam Hauser. .8:30 left to go in game one. Jayson Tatum drives inside, takes it to the rack, no good. Tatum's hurt. Oop. Tatum's hurt. All right, Tatum's on the baseline. Tatum's hurt. He's laying on his back. I don't know if he got hit in the nuts. I don't know if he's jammed his finger. I don't know where he got hit. He went up for a dunk, and he came down hard on his back. His hands are on his forehead as he's on his back. I haven't seen him grab at anything just yet. He might have just landed a little bit hard. He might have gotten the wind knocked out of him a little bit. So, all right, here's the replay. Tatum takes off. He didn't fall too hard. It kind of like it looks like it could be an arm got stuck on the rim. His leg, a little hyperextension there on the left leg. All right, he's holding his right hand. He's doing this by his side on his right hand. So I think his hand might have gotten jammed between a defender and the rim. They're going to review it for a flagrant foul. It's on KCP. Tatum goes up. I'm going to watch that right hand. Oh, his hand hit the backboard. His hand, he went up for a dunk. He gets pushed from behind. His hand smacks the backboard and gets bent back like this. So it's probably one of those just got to shake it off kind of things. I don't think it's like enough to be like a hyperextension or anything or a broken hand or whatever, but he just smacked the shit out of it. Oof. Yeah, his hand swiped at the backboard. It doesn't look like he hit his wrist. It looks like it was all fingers, but he is holding his wrist. And Doris Burke pointed out a good point here is that Tatum had wrist issues last playoffs. You know, obviously didn't hinder him from anything, but they're going to review this. His fingers hit the backboard, but his hand was bent when his fingers hit the backboard. So now he's grabbing his wrist. Might just be one of those things that you just kind of got to keep moving so it doesn't stay stiff. You know, I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but remember a couple weeks ago when Tatum stepped on Sabonis' foot and his ankle buckled and it looked a lot worse than it was, but it was one of those things where it stings. It's like a stinger. And you're laying there like, oh my God, it hurts so bad. I just did something. I just broke it. I just sprained it, whatever. Then you walk on and you're like, all right, it's all right. It's all right. It just hurt in the moment because you came down on a relaxed ankle and it bent like that. Then your hand smacks the backboard, a hard surface. I'm sure it didn't feel good, but it's probably not an injury. I hope not. It doesn't look like that would cause a significant injury, but that was a hard foul. Flagrant foul, penalty 1 for KCP. They said that there was a... oh, we just went black.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there.
Okay. That was weird. So Wendell Carter Jr. was blocking from behind. KCP was coming in from the angle. And once Wendell fouled him, KCP knocked his hand. He initiated the shove into the backboard. So that is why KCP got upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. Tatum is now going to take these free throws. We'll see how that wrist feels. He missed his first, but that is not a bad sign. He's missed all of his shots tonight, so I don't think that proves anything for his wrist. And he missed his second. Once again, he's been doing that all night. So he missed his first 2 free throws in the first quarter. If that makes you feel any better. That shows me nothing. That shows me nothing. He's 5 for 17 today from the field. That was way before this injury. Tatum's still in the game. He's fine. All right, D. White. Send us home to the promised land. Derrick White drives inside, puts in the hook shot. No good. Rebound, Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter Jr. drives inside, hook shot. No good. Tatum snags the board, kicks it out to Derrick White. D. White gives it to Horford. Horford to Pritchard. Pritchard crossing over, driving inside, off the glass. 2 more points for Peyton Pritchard. Hell of a game here by Pritchard. No kidding. 18-point lead for the Boston Celtics. 19 points in 17 minutes for Peyton Pritchard. Banchero crossing over on Jayson Tatum. 5 seconds left to shoot. Banchero spin move, fade away. No good. Foul on Tatum. Sweet. Cool. Awesome. Banchero at the free throw line. Banchero makes it. $1,500 people watching. Banchero misses his second free throw. Will you put up the sub count, please? Yeah. Derrick White finds Jrue Holiday. Holiday cuts it down low to Jayson Tatum. It's stolen by Jonathan Isaac. Banchero one-on-one with Pritchard. Drives inside, off the glass. 2 more points here for Paolo. This game is certainly not over, despite the lead that Boston has. Paolo's got 33 points, Jesus. Pritchard finds Jayson Tatum. Tatum, pull up 3. He made it. Welcome, Jayson Tatum. Jesus. Banchero, step back 3. No good. Rebound, Tatum. Rebound number 13 for JT. Tatum driving inside. Layup, no good. Rebound, Banchero. Takes it the other way. Pull up. 2 more points. Got 35. I'll tell you what, next game, it's got to be Tatum on Banchero. It's got to be somebody other than Holiday or whoever's been guarding him majority of this game. I think it's been Holiday because 35 points just can't happen. It just can't. Oh, Derrick White, catch and shoot three. Bang! White still got something in the tank. A huge game from Derrick White in game one. 30 points. 7 for 12 from downtown. 10 for 17 from the field. Hook shot, no good for Wagner. Derrick White with a rebound on the other end. 5 minutes left to go. Derrick White crossing over. He drives inside. Layup is no good. Rebound for KCP. Jonathan Isaac, pull up three. Horford late on defense there. That was a bad defensive play by Horford. Jonathan Isaac had 7 points, and he's a third leading scorer for the Magic. That is how much of an impact Banchero and Wagner have. Horford off the glass, 2 more points. Up by 18. Four minutes left. Pritchard's got 19. White has 30. Brown's got 15. Paolo still got something. Kicks it out. Wagner drives inside. Wagner, hook shot's good. Have we already done the two?
No, we need to do one game time.
Okay.
We should have.
Tatum kicks it out. Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Tatum for 3. Airball. Oh God. We need to regroup. Timeout here from the Magic. Timeout from the Magic. With 3:30 left to go here in this ball game. All right, let me tell you one more time about the official ticketing partnership of Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I'm talking to you guys about Game Time. If you want to go see the Boston Celtics play in the 2025 NBA playoffs, then Game Time is the app to use. All you guys have to do is just download the Game Time app, and you guys can pick from your favorite sports, concerts, comedy shows, maybe even the theater. If you guys want to go see the Boston Celtics play the Red Sox, the Bruins, or maybe even the New England Patriots later this year, use Game Time. You're going to get the lowest price guaranteed. You're also going to get an opportunity to view the seat in the app before you buy. That way you guys know exactly where you're sitting and you like the view that you have. And then, not to mention, you can also save up to 60% off last-minute ticket deals for your favorite sporting events, concert, comedy shows, theaters, pretty much anything that requires a ticket upon entry. Game Time has got you covered. They have all-in pricing, no surprise or hidden fees at checkout. That way you guys know exactly what you're paying and what your money is going to. If you guys want to go on ahead and catch the Boston Celtics live at TD Garden, as the NBA playoffs are my favorite postseason event in professional sports, then go on ahead and download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll get you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Again, download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. That way you guys can see your favorite athletes, your favorite musicians, your favorite comedians in person. Download the Game Time app today because what time is it? It is game time. We are 13 likes away from reaching 700, and we do currently have 1,500 people watching. I appreciate that. All right. Magic took a timeout with 3:30 left to go. KP entered the game for Al Horford. Corey Joseph hits the bench as well. Let's finish this one off here, shall we? Surprised Tatum's not coming out, just at least for the last, 3 minutes, you think. It's not like he's making an offensive impact right now. Gary Harris checks in for Corey Joseph. Gonna be Magic basketball here. Banchero is gonna find Wagner. He drives. Ooh, loses handles, regains possession. Wagner puts it in. 2 more points here for Franz. 2 subscribers away from 48,230. I appreciate you guys. Peyton Pritchard. Looking for some help here. Picked up a dribble too early. Finds Jayson Tatum. Tatum driving inside. Off the glass. 2 more points here for Tatum. 101-85. Wagner to find Banchero. He drives off the glass. No good. Foul on Tatum. How many fouls is that on Tatum? Tatum's got 4 fouls, 15 points. Derrick White has 30 points, 16 for Brown, 19 for Pritchard. This is what can't happen again. You cannot have 36 points from Paolo and 23 points from Franz Wagner. Every other player for the Magic has 6 points or lower. That is why it is so important to lock down Banchero and Wagner. Banchero misses his second free throw and 1 for 2. Derrick White finds Tatum. 2:14 left to play. Tatum is playing with no reservations after that scary wrist injury. Jrue Holiday driving inside. Knocked out of bounds by the Magic. It will be Magic basketball. Not sure how that happens. 2 minutes left to go here. 2 minutes left to go. Wagner, fade away. Hard off the iron. Derrick White with the defensive rebound. He'll start to slow it down. Jayson Tatum, one-on-one with Paolo. Tatum starts to drive inside. A fadeaway. Tatum's got 17 points. Banchero loses it. KP. Oh, they're going to call a quick foul here. That sucks. That sucks. 103-86 as the bench players will check in here. J.D. Davison, Torrey Craig as well. Sam Hauser is getting in as there is a standing ovation for the Boston Celtics starters as they are going to take game 1 with a victory, albeit an ugly, ugly victory. But hey, man, a win is a win. I agree. A win is a win. All right. Torrey Craig, Jordan Walsh, Sam Hauser J.D. Davison, Peyton Pritchard in the ballgame. And the Magic put their bench players in as well as we finish up our last minute here. J.D. Davison, first career playoff minutes for him as well. Pritchard kicks it out. J.D. Davison for three. Hard off the iron. Tristan da Silva. 45 seconds left to go, and Boston is going to wrap up game one with a victory. Oh, man. That was tough to watch. That was tough to watch, that's for sure. Jeez Louise. As the shot clock winds down here, 12 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. 103-86. Looks like this is going to be the end of the game. Tatum got some tape now on his wrist that he did injure while he did hit the backboard. Wow. Oh my God. What an ugly game. Which is ironic because we're going to look at the box score together in just a moment, and it's not going to be ugly. That's what's so ironic about this game. It was just, in my opinion, Boston probably just played their worst, that I hope they'll play in the rest of the playoffs. But they have definitely probably played their worst in quite some time, and they still won. You got that up on the screen. So if they just played probably one of their worst basketball games in game one of round one and you still won by this margin, it's making me realize, all right, we've seen the worst. Now we know what Boston needs to do to get better. And we know how they need to prevent the Magic from they didn't even reach 90 points here. That was great defense by the Boston Celtics. But it was just not an easy game to watch. It really wasn't. This was an ugly game, but a win is a win. All right, let me see if I can move over some stats here. Whew, jeez. Derrick White, somebody needs to give you a fat kiss on your forehead because that was a phenomenal game from Derrick White. Jeez. You're right, Dimitri. Defense is what made the difference here. Defense is what made the difference. See if I can move over some scores here. Going to be the Magic. Guess not. Wow. Austin said fire Nico, go Celts. I don't think that has anything to do with us here. I don't think that has anything to do with us here, my guy. Why does it say Grizzlies? Okay. There's that. Okay. Yeah, here, I'll do it real quick. All right. Boston wins 103-86, and my least favorite game that I have watched from them in a while. Golly. But they got the job done. A win is a win. Now we just go on to game two. Now we just go on to game two. All right. Do you just mind making 2 weigh-ins here for me? Do you mind doing grade normal weigh-in for our postgame? Do you mind doing a grade the Celtics game 1, and then Boston Celtics will beat the Magic in blank games, or Celtics will beat Magic in blank games? Whew. All right, we're going to move over some graphics here for you guys. We can go over some of our thoughts on the game, because that was one that definitely needed to be talked about. Jeez Louise. Yeah, blank games. Okay. I don't know why the Orlando Magic is not being pulled over. When you do the stats, actually, hold on. Hold up. I got an idea. Okay. Jeez, what a game, man. What a game. All right, I'm just going to move over these. All right, let me move over some stats here for you guys, and we can hop into our post game. Got a couple of things I want to talk about from that Boston Celtics game 1 win. A win's a win, but I don't think they can play like that for the next couple of games and come out with the same outcome. So definitely going to need to spice some things up here moving forward. All right, so 800 people watching in here with us. Appreciate you guys for being in here with me. All right, we're just going to do Paolo, Banchero, Franz Wagner. Those are the only 2 we are going to do here. Really good game here by Paolo. That just can't happen again either. I just think we need to switch Jayson Tatum onto Banchero moving forward, but, who am I? All right. Give us 1 second. Jeez. Boston really did struggle tonight, huh? All right. Let's see what Banchero had. All right. Paolo had 36 points against us. Jeez. 36 points. He had 11 boards, so double-double. 4 assists. He shot 14 for 27, which is 51.9%. And he shot 4 for 7 from downtown, which is 57.1%. Jeez, he just got nobody denied him. Jeez Louise. All right, and then Franz Wagner had 23 points against us. It's not terrible. It's about what he averages, so could have been worse, but got to do better moving forward. 3 boards, I like that. 5 assists. He shot 10 for 24, which was 41.7%. And then he shot 1 for 6, which was 16.7%. Okay. Here we go. Now I'll move this over. All right. Obviously, Derrick White was the MVP. Geez, the only one that showed up today, for the love of God. Thank God he did. Because if he didn't have those 30 points, this game would look a lot different. I'll tell you that. All right. Do you remember how to pull up the live stats?
The layer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the layer's pulled up. The only thing I got in it right now.
I'm moving it over right now. All right, let me see what you got there. Let's go and double check some graphics. That's our team. Brown, all right. Tatum, oh, God. Porzingis, it's fine. Just keep going. Derrick White. Jrue Holiday. Okay. Give me the Magic. Then Caro. Franz. Okay. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and hop into our post game here and break down what we just saw from the Boston Celtics. You can just start with me full screen, and then we'll just go into the box or the scoreboard, and then just go through the Boston Celtics stats. Then we'll talk about the Orlando Magic stats on the second half after game time.
Do you want me to roll the intro too, or are you just going to do it like live?
Roll the intro, same you would as if this was a live cut. All right, going to hop into our post game here and break down what we just saw from the Boston Celtics game 1 against the Orlando Magic. All right, 650 people watching. Appreciate you guys for tuning in here. Going to put out this video a little bit later here today after Boston Celtics do take everything just kind of settles down. All right, let's go on ahead and hop into it. In a closer game than expected, the Boston Celtics have won the first game of round 1 against the Orlando Magic with a score of 103-86. But don't be fooled by the box score. This was definitely not one of Boston's better basketball games. They were very slow for probably the majority of the game from first quarter to third. Didn't really feel like that playoff spark was there, at least not from the entire team. And as we break down the box score, take it with a grain of salt because a lot of these stats got better towards the fourth quarter. Look, a win is a win. But Boston cannot play the way that they did against the Orlando Magic and expect them to sweep. It just can't happen. Because overall, the team did, unfortunately, they didn't score 114 points. They had 103. But overall, the three-point percentage was really good, 43%. But that was because of 2 players, which I'll break down in just 1 minute. As a collective, it just wasn't the most attractive offensive game from Boston. Let's start with Jaylen Brown here. Brown coming back here off of an injury, 16 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 43% from the field, 0 for 2, which I honestly thought this was going to happen. Brown, not the highest three-point shooter on the Boston Celtics here, but he's coming back from an injury. Number 1, if you take anything from this game, Brown looks great. He does not look like he is playing slow. He does not look like he is missing a beat. Now, once that final buzzer sounds, yeah, I'm sure that pain starts to come back up in his right knee. But a mix of the adrenaline and the playoff atmosphere, Jaylen Brown does not look like he is missing a beat at all. But 16 points and 5 boards, I'm totally fine with that, with coming back from an injury. Jaylen Brown has not played in over 2 weeks, so I'm glad that he finally got his feet wet and proved that he is playing better and feeling better as we head into game 2. Here is where I really start to have a little bit of beef, and that's with Jayson Tatum. Tatum has the most riding on his shoulders in the NBA playoffs, and I know, Allie, it was just one game. Tatum needs every game. He has critics every single day saying he cannot rise to the occasion. Yeah, he had a double-double. He cleaned the glass like none other. As a team, we struggled cleaning the glass, so I'm glad that Tatum showed up in there. Tatum did not have 17 points until the fourth quarter. In fact, he had 6 points up until the third. The offense was not there from Jayson Tatum, and we need to have Jayson Tatum scoring to be able to beat the Orlando Magic and every other team that we've faced down the line. Now, it may just have been one game, and that's fine. Even Tatum's allowed to have one game. But he cannot shoot 36% from the field, 1 for 8 from downtown. This is a team that relies on Tatum's facilitating, scoring, assisting, rebounding, which clearly he did there, but Tatum needs to play better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know who did play phenomenal? Derrick White. He was the only player that showed up, in my opinion, from start to finish. He knew what was at stake. He felt the playoff atmosphere. And this score is a lot different if it is no Derrick White 30 points, 10 for 18, 56% from the field, 58% from the three-point line, from the first quarter to the fourth, Derrick White was controlling the pace of the game. He was scoring at all 3 levels. He was dominant from downtown. I mean, this is a team. The Orlando Magic has one of the best three-point defenses in the NBA because they do allow the least amount of 3 points attempted, and Derrick White went 7 for 12. That just shuts down the Orlando Magic through and through. And then when you pair it with a guy like Peyton Pritchard off the bench, it proves how lethal the Boston Celtics are off the bench, how deep they run. When Peyton Pritchard had 19 points to add on to Derrick White's 30 points. That's when you need to have more than just 2 guys to really help you win a ball game. You need the Jayson Tatums. You need the Jaylen Browns, the Kristaps Porzingis. You know, Holiday even really was a huge factor in the third quarter when he started facilitating, stealing, draining them from downtown. He was really what started the spark for the Boston Celtics, who were down by 1 at half. This was a full team effort, and I just feel like the only one who really didn't rise to the occasion was Jayson Tatum, and I might be a little bit harsh. Now, Tatum did actually smack his wrist on the back of the backboard. It ultimately ended up in a KCP flagrant foul 1. He had it, taped up, and he started moving it around. That happened in the third quarter. So we're going to have to monitor Jayson Tatum's wrist injury moving forward because that's the last thing we want. Obviously, we all remember a couple years ago when Tatum sprained his ankle in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Heat. We know that if Tatum is banged up, this playoffs can go either way. So we're going to have to monitor and see how Jayson Tatum is moving forward, but he continued to play, and actually I thought his offense got better after he smacked his wrist on the backboard. So going to be very interesting to see how Jayson Tatum recovers, how he plays next game, how he responds after this game as well, because I know he's not satisfied with 17 points. And it really wasn't 17 points. It was about 10 points up until the fourth quarter. So I'll ask you guys this. If you tuned in with us live or if you watched the game on ESPN, grade the Celtics game 1. A, B, C, D, or F. Take out your red pen. Be honest. Do not hold back. Was it an A, B, C, or D, or F? Because when we asked people at halftime during our live show, they gave the Boston Celtics an F-. So I want to see what your overall thoughts were for game 1. Before I break down the Orlando Magic and what Boston needs to do in game 2 to make sure that this game doesn't get close again, let me go ahead and break down our official ticketing partnership on Celtics Today, and that is Game Time. If you guys want to go see the Boston Celtics play in action in TD Garden or down there in Orlando, then download the Game Time app. You guys are going to get lowest price guaranteed when you buy your tickets, and you can save up to 60% off last-minute deals for any sporting event, concert, comedy show, or maybe even the theater. My favorite feature here on Prize Picks is the fact that you guys can get a 180 panoramic view in your seat from the app before you buy. That way you guys are not going to be sitting behind a pole. You're not going to be too close to the men's restroom. You can go see the Boston Celtics, the Boston Red Sox, or the Boston Bruins play right now in your backyard. So be sure to go on ahead and download that Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. This will give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Make sure you guys use Game Time for any ticketing needs that you may need for any event that does require tickets upon entry. Go on ahead and download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It is game time. So when I made a video earlier this week, I talked about how the Boston Celtics can sweep the Magic. Well, they have 3 more games to go for that to be true. But I said in that video, you have 2 jobs. Stop Paolo Banchero and stop Franz Wagner. That is it. The Orlando Magic do not have anybody else remotely close to being game-changing scorers. Maybe Cole Anthony, but that is only if A, he gets enough minutes, and B, what he does in those minutes, which tonight was nothing. Banchero with 36 points, 11 boards, a double-double, and he shot over 50% from both the field and the three-point line. I did not like Holiday guarding Banchero. I just thought that, and I do credit Holiday for being able to guard bigs in this league, but the 6'10", 250-pound Banchero got around Holiday almost every single time. I think the only way to stop Banchero is to pair him up with former Duke Blue Devil Jayson Tatum. I think that Tatum does a really good job of playing man-to-man with a guy like Banchero, a 6'8", 210-pound going up against 6'10", 250, 36, a nearly 40 burger against the Celtics is not good. It's not. Especially when Banchero is pretty much the only thing they have at a chance to take down Boston in at least one game. And then if you pair it on with Franz Wagner, who had 23 points tonight, this is about Wagner's, average. I'm not surprised by 23 points. Actually did really well from downtown, 1 for 6, holding him to 16%. And then 41% from the field. It definitely could have been worse. But I had said you either lock down Banchero or you lock down Wagner. But you cannot have both scoring over 20 points. That is what starts to get Boston in a pickle. And that's exactly what happened in the second quarter that allowed the Orlando Magic to have a 1-point lead over Boston heading into halftime. Now, Wagner was being guarded by Brown. I thought he actually did a pretty good job. 23 points through 4 quarters. I mean, if you take away Banchero, if you take away just 10 of his points, 26 and 23, this is a much different ball game and could possibly give Boston a little bit more of a rest. They do not have the depth right now. With Jalen Suggs and Mortiz Wagner out, this should be an easy attack Banchero and Wagner type of game. If I go through the box score right now and read you the other Orlando Magic players that scored, the next leading scorer was Jonathan Isaac with 7 points. Banchero had 36. Wagner had 23. That's what I mean. If you lock down Wagner and Banchero, this is a wrap. And I do have faith that Boston can still sweep Orlando because I think what they did today was probably going to be one of their worst performances in the playoffs. And I really hope so. They did well protecting the ball. They did not clean the glass the way they should have. They got beat several times by the Orlando Magic, who were just dominating offensively. So many second chance opportunities came from the offensive rebounds for Orlando, especially in the second quarter. That's what allowed them to gain that lead and take over the lead. So Boston clearly has some things to work on, but the number one thing to take away here is that I love the defense. There were plenty of steals from plenty of players. They would really hold the Orlando Magic to long periods of time without scoring, especially in the third quarter. So there was some positives to take away from the defensive side that did allow the Magic to only score 86 points. But I do think Boston is going to have to pick it up just a little bit in order to sweep the Orlando Magic. The Celtics will beat the Magic in blank games. It says "will," but you get it. The Celtics will beat the Magic in blank games. I still think it's 4. I think they do still sweep the Orlando Magic, but it's got to be a little bit cleaner than what we saw today. And if Tatum ever wants to shut up the haters, he cannot play the way that he did today. So go on ahead and comment your answers in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Boston and their game 1 in round 1 against the Orlando Magic. As always, if you guys haven't already, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. Guys are still with me here. Shar, Joshua, Tim S, Scott F. All right, a lot of you guys in here saying 4 with me. I appreciate that. All right, 500 people in here, 751 likes. All right, we will be live on Wednesday for Game 2, still at TD Garden. So we will be live on Wednesday if you guys want to join us there. I think Game 1 was fantastic. 51,000 people joined us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm expecting a better outcome from Boston. I just really didn't feel like Boston had that playoff spark. Just not yet. Derrick White did. Pritchard did. Holiday started to get a little, grit in his teeth. Jaylen Brown did a little bit too, but I just felt like they took that like a regular season game that just had a packed house. I'm waiting for that. Here we go. Here is where we start to try and win the NBA championship again. Like when I watched the Thunder play, Jalen Williams that whole house was rocking. He was interacting with the crowd. He was lit. And they won by 50. And they still had the energy like, hey, this is our year. So I'm waiting for Boston to still have that a little bit. But overall, I can't be mad at it. It's a win. But it definitely wasn't pretty. All right, we'll be live on Wednesday. We'll be live on Friday. Be sure to come check us out there on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. If you guys haven't already, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me as well. Thank you guys to everybody that did subscribe on today's show. We're going to put out that video of my Game 1 reaction here in just a little bit, so be sure to hit that sub button and check out that video.